Question for Chester, so I'll wait till we got one.
Hey, how you doing? My computer's not working, so I'm on my phone right now. I hope this sounds okay.
Sounds great. We're talking over Chester's intro. Fantastic.
Oh,
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show. Really nice to have you here for Robotech Day, which makes me super
Macross.
happy. Don't listen to the weird British guy, but because
That one makes me so angry.
well, let me lay it out for you, and then you tell me what you think, Rabbit. Let me lay it out, and you tell me what you think. I'm going to go through here before I say anything to anybody. I'm going to explain why Robotech and Macross are not the same thing, right?
They're not. No, they're not. I know that already.
So let me do so.
Even though they are.
All right. So Robotech, of course, UN Spacey, get it, baby. But now Macross is a series that went on in Japan for a very long time. It's still going on. I mean, it's, I don't know, a decade or 15 years ago, something like that. I remember seeing another one. It was pretty bad.
Frontier was the last one, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Frontier
It was
that
very
was really
CG,
good. Frontier.
and my kids hated it. But whatever.
No, you're right. No, you're right. Sorry, I'm thinking Frontier. Frontier was the last good one. After that, yeah, you're right.
But so Macross is a thing, right? And you see on the thing that was put up.
Running.
What do you say?
Lumen cartoons hit the ground running.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, true.
So shooting yourself in the face right now.
Here you see the Japanese title that Eric pulled up, Macross. What does it say? Great or super fortress across space battling. Okay.
lots of words.
That's what that says. Although in English they don't translate it like that, I think. I think it's called Super Dimension Fortress.
Super
Macross.
Dimensional Fortress Macross.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
But that's not what it says in the Chinese here. But anyway, nevertheless, Robotech, however, is not that. Robotech actually it's not even a retelling.
It's a re-edited version.
Let me explain.
And then Sorry, I know I'm getting ahead of you.
Harmony Gold did a lot of this kind of stuff since I was little, like in the 70s, where I got Star Blazers and all those kind of great shows. And of course, they did it with the Power Rangers as well, even though that was a different company. What they actually did were they took several different Japanese anime. One was called Macross, the other one was called Calvary Southern Cross, and then they had Genesis Climber Mospedia. And they cut it, edited it up, and made something completely different and new.
They butchered it.
Well, I personally have seen both, and I like
I know you like it. I know you do.
But and of course they put their own English dub on top of it, so they could tell any story they want. So Robotech is not the same as Macross. So Macross has had a great manga and anime life. There might even be a video game or something from Capcom. However,
there's a Robotech game as well, if you don't know.
There are a lot. Robotech is way more successful than Macross, and
not to me.
Well, I get that, but let me finish what I'm saying. There are 6 series in America, right? And of course, released around the world as well. There are multiple comic book takes on. The current best one is from Titan, which is a French comic book publisher. And I don't usually say good things about French people, but it's amazing company. Amazing.
Is it still going? So Robotech's actually still a thing? I didn't know that.
It still is. There's a brand new series
I did
going
not
on.
know
And
that.
it's freaking awesome.
Never seen it or heard of it. It must just be an American thing.
Well, I will show you a couple things here in a second. Let me bring that back up, as a matter of fact. But of course, there are the original series and a couple other series. There's movies that have come out. There's at least 5 of them, 4 or 5. Of course, you have other Robotech that came out on TV. I think there's another 10 of those, maybe.
Are
So
you sure it's in
it's a ridiculous. Robotech has ridiculous legs, and it's been going on forever. They were talking about a few years back doing a live action. Thank God that fell through. There's also
God, yeah.
ridiculous numbers of comic books, art book, just straight up art books. There are collectible card games. There are I don't even know how many video games. You can buy soundtracks. People seem to like them. And they do have
You
good
can
music.
get this
To
for
be fair.
Macross as well, though.
That you can. No, even more so, I would say.
Yeah, because
But
I had a
there
lot of collector's editions stuff for Macross.
a whole bunch of role playing games. I mean, tabletop role playing game toys out the wazoo. I can't remember how many video games, but there's got to be at least 6 that are coming to my head. And of course, another huge genre it's jumped into the past 20 years, I guess, is board games, baby. There's a brand new one out. This is an open RPG. This is a role-playing game for a tabletop role-playing game. Here's a little
You
art
have
from
it,
it.
don't you?
Yeah, it
But
has all of them.
but there are board games for this that range from the old mech type fighting games we used to have way back in the day to full-on miniature combat with maps and buildings. Oh my God, you can spend thousands of dollars.
Oh,
So although Macross is the original and Robotech is a smattering, a complete recreation by the Americans, it's not the original story at all.
No.
And it went on its own little merry way. Macross is very popular. A lot of people love it, particularly here in Japanese. The Japanese turn their nose up to Robotech. Of course they do. But for me,
As do I.
I much prefer Robotech. And the reason behind it is because Robotech was something that came out when I was a high school kid, right?
Yeah, you got it right.
And it was more adult than the stuff they had before. Now, it wasn't for mature audiences, but it was just from a more adult point of view. And I appreciated the hell out of that. Little kids probably didn't like Robotech so much, I would imagine, like Rabbit, right? Where Macross is much more kid-friendly, and it's got a lot of anime girl singing stuff, which I think is gay.
Have you watched Macross Plus, which is horrendously violent?
Yeah.
I'm guessing not.
No, well, it did evolve in
wasn't.
certain ways. That is true. But anyway, there's my rant.
It's fine. I learned something today. It's not the only thing things like that you've done. Robotech isn't the first thing or the only thing you've changed. Like Gatchaman, you did the same with Gatchaman.
We did the same thing.
And that's a lot darker in the
Yamato
Japanese
Yeah,
version.
we butchered it over here.
Guy King
completely
and
butchered
all
it.
kind of stuff. Actually, the one that I will 100% agree, and I'll suggest this to everybody. When we saw Battle of the Planets when I was a kid. Once again, same thing, Harmony Gold, same thing they did with this. They chopped it up and they did their own thing because Gatchaman was very much an adult show. It was not for kids
great.
at all, and they had to chop it up. However, I would strongly suggest with this one over any of the others, go watch the original Japanese one because, whoa, boy, it's really good. It's really, really good, and it's way better than what the Americans did with it. And so sometimes that is true. However, Yamato, I think they were pretty faithful to it, to be honest with you. Guy King was also pretty faithful, Grandizer. So we didn't butcher everything.
Yeah, that's weird because in England, right, we didn't get all these American versions of these. I got all the Japanese versions of them. Mm-hmm. I didn't see Robotech until I'd already seen Macross, for instance. We didn't get it on TV over here, like you did, I guess.
Well,
This is probably why I'm not that big a fan of it.
Harmony Gold. It's a bunch of Jewish dudes.
This is all
buying stuff.
I mean, I remember Transformers wasn't that Harmony Gold? Wasn't that Transformers Harmony Gold?
Probably, yeah. It sounds like it. Yeah, I'm sure it was because Transformers was another thing they ripped off and did their own thing with, right?
Well, Transformers was designed by the Japanese, but that's where it came from. But it was like more of a conjoined thing,
a conglomeration.
Yeah, that's why it was really good. That's why the latest series suck. After the movie.
Well, Power Rangers, of course, was exactly the same situation, but it was done by Saban. And it's very interesting. Mm-hmm. I don't hear anything, Eric, about Harmony Gold these days. But Saban is just pumping out B movies, dude. Pretty solid B movies, too. just pumping them out. I mean, recently, if I see Saban come up, I'm like, all right, this could be a fun little B movie. They really, I mean, much better than Asylum, or because Asylum's a good laugh, right? If you want to have a laugh at something, but Saban is try hard, dude. I don't. They're
I
still.
have been pleasantly surprised because
Yeah.
I see their logo come up. I'm like, these are the guys that did Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And then I get pleased. So.
Yeah, they're really working, dude. They're putting a lot of stuff out. So good for them. So they're still around, but nevertheless, that's the Robotech thing. It's a complete ripoff of 3 Japanese anime that they made into their own thing, and then later they just started making it themselves. Matter of fact, some of the last Robotech stuff are actually being made back in Japan. Go figure. So Japan is now, in the past, 20 years, has not only been making their own original Macross, but the American amalgam ripoff Robotech. So there it is.
Are they making?
Did they go back to using the original models like the Valkyries and stuff? Then.
So they put some of that stuff in.
The
They
copyright
did.
for stuff like that.
They did, yeah. Amy, what's up?
Are they making that along with the American production crew, or did
Yeah.
someone in Japan go, "No, we like Robotech, we want our own"?
No, they hired the Japanese artist studio.
Oh.
It's that one that's got that weird punk name. I can't remember the name of the studio, but it's got like a punk name. Anyway,
I don't know. That sounds
so Robotech. Now, as you could tell, I love Robotech. I've seen everything from Robotech. I've played board games. I own board games for Robotech. I've never played a video game, even though, like I said, I can think of 6 off the top of my head.
I have. I played. One of the PlayStation 2 was amazing. I have to say. I mean, it was the Robotech, the American version, but it was still fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
I played Macross as well. Macross is also a very good game. They're very similar type of things. You play a plane that does 3 different transformations, and you shoot a bunch of rockets a lot.
Well, I played
I had one of the toys.
Oh yeah. I got my.
But
I got my
it
son.
was a transformer.
Yeah.
But it was imported by Hasbro to be Starfire.
Oh.
So it was
Starfire,
actually a Robotech toy or Macro.
Well, I'm in Japan.
They're very similar.
So I actually went and got myself I got it for my son. Okay. Anyway, and he did play with it a lot. So, fair enough. But I got him a Valkyrie. So Macross, not Robotech. And but it was like here in Japan, they have multi-levels of models and toys. And this was a full die-cast, perfect model. It cost $200 way back then. And it was for my son, I swear. And it was amazing. It did all the transformation that the Valkyries would do, and it's still badass. 20 years later,
yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, it's wicked cool, dude. I adore Robotech. And even back in when I played BattleTech back in the day, and of course Mech Warriors came out of that, and all the controversy, which it is what it is probably in America and Britain and Europe. To be fair, BattleTech or Mech Warriors is way bigger. Yeah. It's just enormous. The amount of lore, I will say this about BattleTech, because they're all connected, right? Which most people would call it Mech Warriors today, but it originally was BattleTech. BattleTech stuff, the lore in BattleTech makes Warhammer look like a Saturday morning cartoon. It's insane the amount of books and lore that has been put down for that. And if you understand what I'm saying about Warhammer, you'll understand how ridiculous a statement that I just made is.
No, I do, and I don't read any of the books because there's books involved.
Yeah, but the lore is insane.
It's like a Tolkien-esque kind of lore with that kind of stuff. It's crazy.
It's deep, dude. Polis Arts, dude, we have the perfect thing for you today. Robotech sexy girls or Macro sexy girls.
We can just do Lin Min May or like some of the other chicks. There's so many chicks from Macross.
But later, like in that picture I showed, later with Robotech, it was done way more in-house. Originally, they took and chopped stuff up for the original 85 episodes, right? But after that, they just started making Robotech. And you get much more you get a variety of girls. This is America, right? So we're going to have black ones and white ones and all different kinds of ones. Where in Japan, everything, even though it's supposed to be in German, they all look Japanese anyway. Asians can't draw Western faces.
Oh, they can. I've seen it.
They
Depends on the
They
studio.
suck pretty bad, dude. They suck pretty bad.
I thought it was the reverse.
It's the eyes.
'Cause I never
it's
seen
the
a good.
eyes.
I never seen a good like Asian looking people out of anime. Like they always look
Yeah,
wide eyed and whatever.
It depends
Well, if you go to
they-
Satoshi Kon, who did like friggin' what's it, Perfect Blue?
Perfect blue.
Oh
yeah.
my god,
That
Perfect Blue,
gets
what a
pretty
fucking
realistic.
good story, man.
There's
some really good realistic stuff. There is.
Japanese
Yeah.
people.
Well, when
Yeah,
they're doing
stuff like that.
fantasy stuff, like if you go to Record of Lodoss War, the dwarf in that was freaking epic, right?
It really depends on how seriously, because a lot of standard anime is just big eyes and blah blah blah. But then you look if you watch like Reed Ronin and stuff like that, it's very Japanese. He looks very Japanese.
Sure.
He is Japanese samurai. Then you've got stuff that you can see Western stuff in other things. It depends how much different things you read. Depends on who's making it as well.
I imagine it probably goes both ways, but
I feel like it's more varied than the American
it's cultural.
comics because they all look the same to me.
But what I'm saying is, in general, Asians can't draw Western eyes. I've always noticed that. I even have a perfect example sitting on the wall right next to me. 30 years ago, when I was in Taiwan, I started dating my wife, right, the woman I married, right, and we sat down with a street artist to have our picture drawn, and it still hangs on the wall today. She looks great,
Thank you for
exactly
that
like she did.
definition of what you
Perfect.
like.
He did a good job. I look like an
You
Asian
know.
me. And with that, I've had people complaining to me that I don't know what you look like, Chester. So fine, I decided to. I got a camera around here somewhere, but I did find because years ago I was talking with John Dillard on camera because we were doing a project together, and he actually took a snapshot and drew a picture of me. So I do have a picture. He made me. I was kind of hairy. He made me a bit hairy.
Somewhere. I saw a stream with you actually in Japan where you went to see Mike. I've seen what you like, but that was a while ago.
Yeah.
You had a
So
beard and
here
stuff,
I
yeah.
am. In all my glory, drawn by the amazing artist John Dillard. I guess my eyes were rather green that day. They do shift in color quite a bit. I have one of those kind of.
Now I want to see Asian Chester.
Oh, just imagine Asian eyes. It's the eyes. It's the eyes. He
It's
got
just
me.
the eyes,
He got
yeah.
me pretty hairy here. I usually keep my. Well, it depends. It's summertime, so I'm trimmed up. In the winter, I do go like this. But he got my pipe in there, which is nice.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what I look like. My glasses are usually not crooked, though, John.
I mean, to be fair, you could just put your camera on and we could actually look.
I can't find it. I had a little one. I don't that I use, but I don't know where the hell it is.
Yeah, I'm like
Not
that.
like you live in a country known for the
Wow,
technology.
That's true. Yeah,
Well, I
you
could
talk
go buy
shit,
one,
but
I
you
guess,
can't find
yeah.
a camera.
I just don't need it. But here you go. This John took this from a snap photo, and John's a great artist, and it's what I look like. There you go. You guys happy now? Okay.
It's very
Yeah.
cool.
And I'm 6'3" underneath all of that hair. So,
Do you
You
have
look like you got a really big neck.
well, I kind of do. I used to be a linebacker. No, sorry. I was a linebacker for a very long time, Rabbit. It kind of forms your body. I have that kind of
Whereas
thickness
my
going on.
portraits generally involve lots of hair. Every
Yeah,
time I
you
put
have a
pictures
lot
up,
of hair.
there's
That
lots
is
of hair.
true. But no, the playing football, it shapes your body, and depending on your position, like any other sport.
Oh, American football, yeah.
Yeah, so
I
I
see.
get my chest and shoulders are way too wide. It's a pain in the ass for getting shirts, and my hands.
That's a good thing, though, right? That's a proper man's figure. You
I
should have a
suppose
wide
so.
upper
Yeah,
body.
football's great for that. It's why my son did rugby. I didn't have to push him. He wanted to do it, so that was great.
No,
But yeah,
rugby's a nightmare. I did rugby at school, and that fucking thing's violent.
But
no one wears
yeah,
pants or anything. It's
but
just violent.
but it puts a good body on a boy, just like
Oh,
my
yeah,
daughter
yeah,
did
yeah.
ballet. Puts a good body on a girl.
Also,
So-
the balance that gives you.
and the thing is, it's funny.
I, on the other hand, did skateboarding and surfing, which gave me the balance.
I
but-
can tell from the snapshot I was wearing my New England Patriots jersey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is this directly from a photo? Is that what it's from?
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
does
He
look
took
like
a
it's from a
picture.
photo.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
took a picture. Yeah. But yeah,
I'd like to do some portraits of you guys. Actually, that'd be kind of fun. I'd like to get some portraits of you guys.
that would be
I wouldn't mind
interesting.
doing
We
some
should do a show
portraits.
like that, Eric.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun. Yeah.
Portrait
I don't. I mean,
show?
I don't mind. I'll show him. I'll take a photo of me. You can draw me. I don't care. I'm not afraid of having my face on the internet. It's
Anyway,
all over the internet. So.
I do usually on my icon here. I have this great little art. I had a one from Gary Shipman, which is amazing as well. But I had another one done here by Alan, which I adore, and that is my icon.
Oh, I need to
everywhere
do. I need to. Oh, the Blair one. I need to do one for you. Then I need to do like an oil painting style one.
Yeah, well, I
That'd be cool.
appreciate art. You guys know I love it. But
Give me a photo of you that looks coolish, and I'll paint it and make it look great.
all right, well,
At some point, just
don't
DM
know that
me.
I have
and
one. I
you
think
must have something. Ask your wife; she'll tell you.
Yeah, that's probably a good.
She'll
point.
have one that you know.
I don't think I've ever taken a photo of myself. I think.
No, I hate every photo I've ever had.
You've
of myself,
never
but-
taken a selfie?
No.
If you've ever taken a selfie, you're probably pretty, egotistical. Or
I've never taken a selfie.
no, neither have I. No, ever in
No.
my life. No.
Narcissistic.
Yeah, it's
I
just
take
weird.
them all the time.
Well, there we go. Eric's one of
There's
those
a story.
weirdos.
I take them with my wife anytime we go anywhere. So
Oh,
Oh, he's
People
blaming
might-
on his
oh,
wife.
yeah, you're
I
right.
see.
There are
It's his
pictures
wife's
of me.
fault.
No, there you go. Because my wife hates being photographed herself, but every time we go somewhere,
Yeah.
she always takes her camera, her phone, and is taking snapshots of me in front of various things.
See, there'll be
you
something.
go.
Find some cool lighting, send it me, and I'll paint it in my own way. I'll make it like that
Yeah.
painter you
I'll
like.
ask her. She has.
I'll do it for free. I mean,
plethora.
it's just good practice for me, you know. It's just for fun.
Anyway, we should
Oh,
probably
shit.
start, Jeff.
Oh, we didn't
Start.
start.
Yeah, it's nearly 5:30.
Oh,
I think
yeah, we should
everybody
probably
already.
start.
They already
Yeah.
did start, as they
Did
should.
we? I
as
didn't.
they
I was
should.
just chatting.
Yeah. The thank you.
That was the most anticlimactic. Oh my god. Man.
Ugh, I can't be bothered. God, where's my scone? Goodness gracious.
Hey, yeah, Alan won the draw along yesterday at D&Q.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
the MF Doom. I missed that because Mike sent me the link. I was like, I am so because I had to get up today to do recording. I was like, and then I watched it a bit early before I went to bed. I was like, there's only like a few people on. I kind of regret not being on it. It's a shame.
Well, you know,
But it was Doom, and I don't really care about that kind of stuff.
what do you
so.
guys think of them using Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, though?
I mean, it's just a stunt to get more people back into watching Marvel. To be honest,
Yeah,
I don't really
but
give a shit. I mean, it's stupid.
I can see automatically what they're going to do story-wise, but
They're
honestly,
going to bring him back to Iron Man. That's what they're
yeah,
going to do.
no, he's a multiverse.
I think it's a Hail Mary.
It is.
They
They're
should just
making.
concentrate more on Ryan
They're
Reynolds and
dying.
let him take over because he
Other
knows
than
what
that-
he's doing.
Yeah, other than Deadpool, no one's gonna watch their shit anymore. You know?
What they should do
They're
is get
going the way of
Ryan
Star Wars.
Reynolds.
So this is a
They
Hail
should get
Mary.
Ryan Reynolds to do what's his face Gambit with fucking Channing Tatum. That'd be great. Everyone would love that movie. You know, get Blade in there as well. That'd be fun. Everyone
Yeah.
would love that shit.
Well,
people
know-
need. That's what people want. They don't want the fucking bag of shit Marvel. that it is
Ryan
nowadays.
has said very clearly he wants to do as much as he can because he wants to save Marvel, is his quote.
Mhm.
But keep in mind, Elon Musk is attempting a hostile takeover of Disney as we speak.
He's just
So,
getting involved everywhere, isn't he? At the
Okay.
minute? My
He-
God,
dude, they pissed him off. They gate up
Really?
his old one of his kids. They gate him up, and he's mad.
Oh, really?
He's mad, dude. And he's out for blood. And he's got the money to get it. But the
Oh,
thing
yeah,
is,
yeah, definitely.
now the question is, because I'm the same as everybody else. It's like, yeah, I'm done with Disney. But what if Elon buys it?
But it's not about who owns it. It's about if it's any good.
Right. But
That's what
Elon
matters,
can
you know?
force
Anyone
it.
could be. It could be good.
But he could force it to go back to the old formula where it has to be good or it doesn't come out.
Yeah, that.
Did he
It
really?
would be nice to get back
I
some
don't
proper
know.
animation. I'd love to see Disney
I
go back to
don't.
proper 2D
Yeah, I
animation.
don't know. Because Elon used to be a little bit
What are we
woke,
doing?
but they messed with his kid, dude.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and that was
That's
that was
okay.
all there was to that, I guess, because he is mad, and he got the money to bang, and he's got friends too that don't like what's going on either. So, well, we'll see. But we are doing Robotech today. Macross, you choose what you want to do. Do I have a Paulus Art here with me? Is that who I'm looking at?
Maybe.
I see a P.
Maybe.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? I see we have a Keck. And what is Keck? What is he having trouble with? Memes? Too many memes? What is?
Yeah, I don't know why I have that as an icon, to be honest.
Why not? Yeah. My wife loves Keck.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's always loved that frog. Even before he became controversial, he used to be just kind of a meme thing, you know. But
Yeah, well,
she loved the Keck.
Pepe.
I
Pepe,
think I
yeah.
chose this honestly because it reminded me of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
That
it's,
is quite
Charlie.
popular. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
but
Silva.
yeah, she not only
Yeah,
does she
Pepe
loves the
Silva,
look of
Pepe
it, she
Silva.
loves the name Pepe the Frog.
Thing, Chester. There is no Pepe Silva.
I don't know that reference. You'll have to bring me up.
It's a reference to the show. Yeah, it's a reference to the show.
Oh, I've never seen the
So,
show. I know a lot of
it-
people on the channel love it here, though.
It's great. Like they
Yeah.
kind of took away a few of the episodes, so you can't see them anymore. But too controversial, I guess.
Oh, did they?
It's a very funny show.
Went really Hollywood too.
Well, honestly, it has Danny DeVito involved with it, so that's a
Oh,
major
he's
plus. Not only
Yeah.
because he is very talented at what he does, but he's also a good human. You know,
Mhm.
and there's so few of those in Hollywood, and his influence must rub off on the rest of us. I don't see how it couldn't.
Did you see someone made like a fan trailer of Danny DeVito playing Wolverine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
saw that.
didn't he? Wasn't there kind of like some weird cameo in the movie that had
No.
No, he didn't. They didn't.
No.
They didn't go there with Danny DeVito, which is like.
No,
the-
they did a short. They
Well,
did a short Wolverine, but no, not that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Okay, so it is basically was
Yeah.
a fan thing I saw. All right, it was
Yeah.
cool
I
though.
think
It might
they took a lot
it
of
might
from
be in the
The
Yeah.
director's
Yeah,
cut.
they're threatening a director's cut.
yeah, it might be in the director's cut for sure. Because
Maybe.
even Rob McElhenney has a cameo that got cut, and he's one of the cast members of Always Sunny.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And they've said that in the director's cut, they're not going to have any of the Brie Larson scenes, which made everyone cheer.
Good.
Well, her scenes are basically
Yeah.
her yelling at Deadpool, saying how he's a toxic male. It's like, huh? What? He's an insane mutant who hardly knows who he is from one second to the other.
Her She-Hulk is pretty pissed too.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah,
she
I've
was
seen
her,
all
one of
about
her
that,
scenes
but no
with
one
Brie was
cares
cut
who
out,
they-
where they're calling him a toxic male. Yeah, they're mad. Yeah, but Disney seems
Was
to
that-
agree. What was that, Amy?
Was that
Uh,
supposed to be the joke? Like that's all their characters are pretty one-dimensional?
No, there were a few.
Or
That would have been
was that
funny.
supposed-
But there were a few scenes that Disney forced Ryan and Hugh to shoot. But after the fact, they got real mad and they really pushed hard, especially Hugh, to not allow them in the movie. So not only are they not in the movie, most of them are not even going to be in the director's cut. Although I'm sure they'll stick one or two in.
But Disney are going to put the foot down in some places, obviously.
Yeah, of
but-
course. Hey, we got comic book.
I mean,
Bob.
there was a few things in the movie, right? But the movie was still really good. Obviously, you've not seen that, I'm guessing. But there's a good cam out if you want to watch it for free.
That's true. They did have a cameo with Henry Cavill as Wolverine, which is hilarious.
Oh, that was really good. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet.
That was pretty much spot on. No, the movie's worth watching.
I'm
I'd
waiting-
say.
I'm
It's not
waiting
as good
for
as
the
the other
Blu-ray.
Deadpool movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I just say I watched it as a
So,
cam. I didn't never see it.
McElhenney, who's in Always Sunny, he has a cameo as a Wolverine that's in gray and black, and it's like the colors of the X-Force Wolverine, but it's like a robotic suit. It looks like he's wearing like a big robotic suit. So
Oh, that sounds cool.
who knows what it
I've not
is?
seen that. That sounds cool. So as we'll see, we have to wait though, don't we, for these things for a while, I guess.
Well, Amaran
Director's
is
cuts and all that take a while.
yeah, Amaran is doing Macross. He's saying "Screw you, Chester," and I do love how the fact that you have the singing girl, because that's what Macross is basically singing girls. And her why
music saves the universe. You'd think you'd appreciate that.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just kind of curious why her microphone looks like a penis.
Maybe
it's
scritchy scratchy, okay?
Oh, it's the scritchy scratchy phase. I see. She got a finger up too. All right.
Yeah.
It's one of them skinny straight mics. That's how they used back in the 70s. The show's from the 80s. Just so
it's an interesting microphone. It also doubles like a whip. So.
Oh, fair enough. Sailor Moon reference. All right, there you go. Those Sailor Moon things were weird. They were oddly sexually suggestive. My daughter watched it when she was little, right? Sailor Moon. And because mainly she got into Cardcaptor Sakura after that, and that was her jam for a while.
I remember that.
Yeah. But she did watch Sailor Moon originally, and I remember my wife was very happy to sit down and watch them with her, because my wife doesn't watch anime at all. Right. And I was kind of sitting back, and it's on. I'm usually reading, but it was on, and I was like, yeah, that's like suggestive. Okay. But she was so little, she wouldn't get it.
Is that why the Mr. Beast guy dressed one of them?
I guess probably. Yeah. Weirdos abound. Yeah. Speaking about men dressing as women and then being in the Olympics, I did see a scene from the Olympics that was totally wholesome and awesome. A young couple, the girl, after getting fourth place, unfortunately, in her final, she went over to the stands where her boyfriend was, and she proposed, and it was all so that was nice. That was nice. They were happy, lovey-dovey, and then that's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Well, then I guess she got the gold.
The list of the women's boxing championship.
Oh well, yeah, that's completely outrageous, right? It's complete. Did you see the Adam's apple on that girl? My goodness. Did you hear what Algeria did? Because he's an Algerian female boxer, just so you know. Algeria came out and said, it's the Jews' fault. Of course they did.
Well, yeah. Everything's the Jews' fault.
Yeah.
Come on, you can think it. Just don't say it out loud.
I know, it's weird. But the funny thing it is, though, the Taiwanese boy who's fighting as a female, in Taiwan, I could see it, because the Taiwanese are really, they're real Chinese. China doesn't know what it is because it's under a totalitarian regime. But with Taiwan, they're kind of chill. They're the old style Chinese. You can kind of do what you want to do. So I'm not surprised. But this guy, dressed as a woman, fighting as a woman, is from Algeria. That's a slightly Muslim country. Slightly.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How is that all right?
I don't know how that's going to work out for him in the long run. But I guess they're progressive Muslims.
Well, it's because his birth certificate says female, because he had underdeveloped genitals.
Oh, he's got a little wee-wee. All right. Well.
Yeah, basically, or maybe his testes never dropped, and he never formed into a peni. So he.
Well, he's got to have the
looks
peni.
like
he just didn't drop his balls, maybe. I have no idea. I know the genetic test was straight XY, though. There wasn't any intersex going on at all. But it's just ridiculous nonsense from the IOC. Even the International Boxing Association was like, nope, they ain't having it. But no, the IOC's like, hey, we're inclusive, you racists. They use that word a lot. I don't think they know what it means.
No, I don't think they know what it means.
It's lost all meaning these days, definitely.
Yeah. Well, Rabbit's doing something ultra cutie.
Drugs at the Olympics, but something tells me he might get stoned when he gets home.
Maybe.
That's so good. That's the kind of shit we need on the internet. That's the humor we need.
Yeah.
We need more of Alan online.
Chester?
Everyone would be happier.
Yeah, Eric.
Did you get any exciting news over the weekend?
No. Did I not pay attention
Well,
to
you
something?
thought you might be getting some good news because you were going to go see your kids. And you thought
well,
they had
now that is very interesting because my wife assumed, right? I was, I'm, we're the husband. We just, but I don't know because whilst my son was on his trip in Miyazaki to the south, he grew ill and decided it was bad enough, and his grandparents, who was come back to meet as well, both got the influenza. They call it the corona, of course. So they were sick, and he decided not to push it, so he just went back home. So I don't know. And it was very interesting because he left out of Miyazaki at perfect timing because yesterday, whilst in class with a bunch of little kiddies, we had a big thump down in Miyazaki where he was. A big earthquake, a big thumper, right?
I heard about that.
I'm far away from it, but oh boy, did we feel it. And I'm so proud of myself, Eric. I'm very proud of myself because the kids, of course, are instantly terrified. These are little 5-6-year-olds, right? Little ones, right?
Oh yeah.
I handled that like a pro, baby. Their fear instantly went away as I'm joking around, and I was reading a Winnie the Pooh book. Wonderful day.
Oh.
It's the one where because Poussin, or Winnie the Pooh.
Poussin. That's great.
He's not the smartest bear because his head's full of fluff, and he's forgetful. He woke up. He knew it was supposed to be a wonderful day, but he couldn't remember why. So he figured he'd ask his friends, and he went around to all his friends, and they were all gone. No one answered. He says, "Oh, maybe it's not a wonderful day. Maybe it's a dreadful day. I got to go talk to Christopher Robbins," and he was angsty. And of course, he forgot that it was a wonderful day because it was his birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I continue reading the book, smiling and doing ooh faces at the earthquake, and the kids forgot instantly that we were literally rocking in our chairs as Poussin wandered on through the 100-acre wood.
Good for you.
And Photoshop crashed.
Awesome.
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
I may have lost everything I just said. God damn it.
You need to clip
I
studio?
want to read
No, I forgot to run that as
Trump.
administrator, so it decided to break. If I don't run as admin, it decides
I
to
thought
crash
it was
easily.
going to be
Are you-
a great day. Turned out to be a wonderful day.
Are you using using clip studio?
No, I'm using
right?
You want me to do
Photoshop.
Christopher
No, I'm using
Walken,
Photoshop.
Winnie the Pooh? All
You're
right.
screwed then.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
it's fine. I've got half of my drawing still. It just do like a pass.
Yeah,
Oh,
Winnie
it does the
the Walk
back
in the
up. Good.
Pooh.
Oh,
Walk in the poo.
funny.
I'm running.
Walk in the
God
Pooh.
damn it.
Yeah, no, that would be funny. They wouldn't get it though at all. Yeah, not even a little bit.
Start. Carry on.
But it's okay.
It's going to be
It does
a good
help.
day.
I think this is a smaller picture.
Oh, I see. You were just continuing. It helps me a lot though because all the little kids here think I'm Santa Claus. So they keep
Because of
themselves
the
on
beard.
absolutely perfect behavior because Santa Claus does not bring presents to bad children.
Sure.
I may or may
He
not
does not.
endorse that thought.
I mean, you should.
I do.
I would if it were me. It's
The
like
little
such a
one.
good idea.
When they get up around,
Have you introduced
9,
Krampus?
You
to
will
them?
do what I say. I am your lord.
No. But when they get around 9 or 10, that fades away. But then they also get the jokes better. But the little ones, they all think I'm Santa. I've actually seen many times they come into class and they go over and whisper to in their mother's ear that that's Santa Claus. Of course, in Japanese. But it's cute because something I thought was interesting. I wish Andrew was here to confirm it. But most of the Juku or cram schools or English language schools in Japan don't allow parents in the room. I've never understood that. I always let them in the room because one, it lets them see what I'm doing and gives them confidence that they're actually getting their money's worth, right? Two, I'm not intimidated by some parents. I mean, I deal with children all day. parents are
Yeah,
tough.
children are a lot more scary.
Hell yeah. But anyway, so I've many times usually the mom, sometimes the dad, but usually the mom is there for a couple of months, and then they I guess they become secure, and then they go shopping during the class when I have the kids. So.
Well, isn't there normally a separation thing anyway with parents? Anyway?
I think
Sometimes
so.
people don't like to let go, don't they?
Yesterday.
Well, they're also leaving their kid with a giant white man.
They are. But they learned very quickly that they are safe with Santa. Because I would murderate someone try to fuck with those kids. I tell you what. Yeah. So
murderate, I like it.
Murderate.
I like that word.
But with the earthquake happened yesterday, those parents came back quick. And they were so thankful for me. Thank you for taking care of the kids during the earthquake. And I was like,
there was an earthquake?
What? What am I not supposed to do that? Throw them out the window, shall I? All right.
Yeah, do that next time. Start throwing kids out the window, see what happens.
Yeah, it's scary. Even though you live in an environment where earthquakes happen all the time, it's still scary for the little ones. Even for the big ones.
Well, I can imagine. Yeah. You mean you, don't you?
No, I got used to. I'm not. I don't panic. I'm lucky. I have that gene, right? You don't know until you're put in a situation.
No, you're right. You're right. I've been there. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have some people who freeze. You have some people who flee. You have some people who attack, and you have some people who just chill. And I'm a chill gene.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
I am a over anxious chill person, I guess. I don't know. I learned when my dad had a heart attack. That's when I learned that I could cope under pressure because you don't have any other option. Yeah, but some people can't get that, and I was like, they were like, "Oh, you did really good." I was like, "Did I?" It's just what you do, right?
I don't think
no, it's not, because some people suck at that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think you have much control over it. If you go through some serious military training or something, you probably can overcome it. I guess, whatever one you are. But I consider myself very lucky in that regard, because it's actually come in handy several times, 2 times in particular that are like a godsend, really. My son, when he was really little, I don't know his obsession, but he wanted to put his hand in the opening, because I couldn't do it, but he's a little kid with little arms. He wanted to put his hand and arm into the opening that the elevator makes.
That's great.
But because I don't panic,
great.
everything kind of time slows for me in those kind of situations, which is great in sport too. And I was able to very calmly remove his arm before it was taken away. Twice.
That's the best way, because twice, that's even better. Your kid's amazing. He's like, fuck you, I'll do it again.
Yeah. It also comes in handy
Your
while
kid's
driving.
a legend.
Absolute idiot. He was he still is, but he was such a good little boy though when he was young. He was so concerned about his mother's safety, and I guess I instilled it by simply being there, which is one of the problems we have today. But he kind of just took it on his own. He's done so many endearing things when he was little, but I think one of the cutest ones. We're walking down the street. I'm carrying his sister because she was terminally tired, but then again she did have cancer. Well, anyway, I'm carrying her sister and the stroller with me behind, and we're walking down the street. My wife is on the outside toward the traffic on the sidewalk because it's a little kid, and he went to the other side and pushed her over and says, "Mommy, you should walk on the inside. It's dangerous."
Aww.
I think she cried for freaking 5 days.
Yeah, I get that.
You did good, huh?
I love it when kids do stuff like that, because they do it unexpectedly, don't they? Just out of nowhere, it's like, "Oh, I'll do this." What?
Yeah. Hey, Paul,
because kids suck, right? But sometimes they're nice
Well,
as well.
kids are kids. Paulus, you're not displaying, by the way. You might want to drop out of the Discord screen and just come back in. That usually fixes it. There was an earthquake in California. Alpha Proto says, kids think my mom's brother is Santa. That's 3 Dragon says. Yeah, no, you just need, like I said, here's a picture of me. I showed it earlier.
Just need a beard.
Santa, and I'm giant, so
I suppose this is what I'm looking forward to. The older I get, the grayer my beard gets, the more Santa I'll be.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Because I have a big beard-ish beard.
Yeah,
anyway.
but especially with little ones, right?
I do trim it, to be fair, but I don't mind. My mate's dad. I see him every year in Cornwall, and he is basically, he does Santa for Christmas.
Awesome.
Now he's older,
Yeah.
and he literally does have the beard, like literally full on Santa beard.
Oh, that's cool.
It's fucking amazing, to be fair.
You know,
he's got the long hair and everything. He's like pure white.
Yeah, you know, the interesting thing, the Japanese here have never asked me to play Santa.
No?
Which is weird.
Well, that's kind of weird. You'd think you would, being as it's a Western thing as
you
well.
would think
really.
they would. Well, yeah, the Japanese, there's 3 holidays, really. 3 holidays that the Japanese have completely embraced. One is Christmas, 100%. Although for the kids, it
KFC
is
Christmas.
They have KFC, sure, but it's a present day. A lot of them put up Christmas trees. For the adults, it's a dating day. It's a romance day, Christmas. They love Halloween now. When I first got here, they didn't. Now they absolutely adore it.
Everyone should fucking love Halloween, and they should all watch horror movies every Christmas.
Yeah, no, I do. October from day 1 to day 31.
October till January is horror.
That's right. And of course, we do have a new horror movie coming out this year.
Terrifier for Christmas.
A little bit of Art the Clown, baby.
Yeah, man. Christmas horror movie. That's going to be so good. We do. I can't wait to draw, because I've never drawn Art the Clown. I always do like Pennywise. It's going to be fun for me to draw him. Yeah. So I'm going to choose the most gruesome thing I can find in one of these movies. I'm going to draw that.
That's going to be our show for sure. But
that'll be great,
October
Amy. You'll love that, Amy.
10th,
you can draw horror.
Yeah. Well, no, Amy, there is a girl in the movie.
She's Angel Wings, I think, as well.
She is angelic, partially angelic, Nephilim maybe, and she does fight the evil of Art. So you can do a wholesome angel-y girl, half angel.
You can, yeah.
You can.
You should probably watch the movie just to find out.
You could. Well, I'm happy that we have.
I'll watch it with you on stream or something. Like, just in case you get scared.
No, Paulus, you don't have to drop out. Come back in, dude. You're fine. Just re-enter, dude. Don't do that. Come back in.
Yeah, I mean, if we can't see it and you're struggling, just stay in anyway. You know, we can hear you talking, so just chat to us and then it shows you at the end.
Yeah,
it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. He's completely. It got froze on my side too. So
yeah, I mean, Alan can give you some advice. He's had a lot of trouble with this shit. So
I'm having a lot of trouble with live
weird on
streams
Mike's screen.
Just keep
it's the sunstorms, guys. It's really bad.
There's some storms. Oh, it's an American thing. Is that what it is?
No. It's a world thing. And it depends on how well your local system is patched up for EMP influences. It just depends, right? Like I have no trouble over here because the Japanese are on. Depends on where you are. Although since January this year, we've been getting hit with anything up to X14, X15 sun flares, which are bad. Really bad. Matter of fact, just a month or so ago, we had a Carrington level event. But there's a new sun flare, a new sunspot rolling around as we roll around it, and it rolls around itself. It's big enough to swallow Jupiter.
Oh my god!
It's really big, and they're anticipating potentially seeing X18 flares. We've never recorded such a strong flare, so they're not sure what to make of it. Although I have said before, I am kind of proud of the world in general because most of the modern countries have done a really good job protecting the systems. However, we are under assault. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, speaking of mecha things, because I do love me some Robotech. You know, one of the coolest mecha video games I ever played was Voltron.
Oh man, I loved the fucking animation of that when I was a kid. I had the toy,
I loved it.
the
Yeah.
robot lions come together. It's
Yeah,
so
not
good.
the
Yeah, that
cars,
shit
not
was
the
amazing.
stupid cars, the freaking lions. And they did a
the
remake
lions.
of it.
No, that shit was amazing, man. That shit was so good.
They did like a remake modern of it, and they woke it up. Of course, all
Oh, did
lesbians and
they?
stuff. Yeah, they did.
Oh, I'm glad I missed it.
Yeah, don't watch it. Yeah, but there was a video game that came out somewhere in the past 20 years, and I love that game, dude. It was so
I feel
good,
like I must
man.
have missed that game, man. I wish I'd not missed it because that sounds amazing.
Well, the last
God damn it.
Mech Warrior
bit.
that came was pretty good too, but that Voltron game was great.
Mech Warrior 5 was a bit meh. It was very boring, I thought. There was a really good online mech game. It was like an arena battle game. It was quite fast paced. It was more like Armored Core style before the new Armored Core.
Oh yeah, I know which one you.
I love Armored Core. Come on, what was called the.
Oh, Armored
and then
Core.
Armored Core came out, and Armored Core is so good.
What was that, Eric?
And turn my camera. I'm going to stop sharing and turn my camera on to see if Rabbit can see what I have in my hand right here.
Oh,
where's Rabbit?
Oh, is it a
Where's
whatchamacallit?
Rabbit? Where's Eric? Hang on. Oh, it's a Voltron. Oh my fucking god! How is he still alive, man? I had one of those and they kept breaking.
Yeah, baby.
I've had two of those and they broke.
I had
That's
like
awesome.
the Matchbox Voltron. It was slightly smaller than that one.
That's
Matchbox
awesome.
came out with like a full set of Voltron.
I feel like I need to go upstairs and get my
cool.
Scorponok now.
Uh-oh.
Because no one has a full Scorponok like I do with a full headmaster.
No, but I've got a Unicron out in the garage.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Damn it, they're
what
throwing
can I
it
raise
down.
you on that? I
Oh
can
my
raise you every
goodness.
single original.
He's lying.
Oh, wait, hold on.
They
Hold
never
on,
released
hold on
the.
here.
They never released a Unicron. He's lying through his teeth.
No,
You
I
can
do
show me your
have one.
Star
yeah.
Wars. I don't care about your Star Wars.
Star Wars is awesome. Yeah, I
I'm
wish
not really a fan. I
I
had
need-
Star Wars when I was a kid.
I need to find
they're not
time
as
and go
cool as they
spend
used to
money and have a room like you have because.
It is a cool room. I do. It is a cool room. My room, on the other hand, has 10 guitars in it.
Oh, fair.
It's my office, too, you know.
Wow, my office, my room. My kitchen has a bass and then 3 guitars. I have guitars everywhere. That's my problem.
My room has a kitchen.
I do have some cool. What's it called?
Because I'm in the
They're really
kitchen.
cool toys. The ones with they were white and they had the magnetic things you stuck to everybody. The little spaceships. What's it called? It's old. You'd probably remember it. What was it freaking called?
Say it again.
Was it Starcom? It might have been Starcom. I know it might have been something different in
Starcom, yeah.
America.
The
Starcom.
little magnetic panels
Yeah,
on it.
everything was magnetic and little robotic like things.
Right,
and, like,
right.
Really
What were those-
cool shit.
No, that was cool.
I've
What were
got
they
loads of
called?
that. I've got loads of that in my cupboard, like the big ships. Everything was Starcom.
Yeah, it was
Starcom.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that
There
was.
was even
Yeah.
little animations like robotics as well. You remember robotics? I've got the original movie on VHS upstairs, and I've got some of that stuff in my cupboard. Well, in the attic, I mean, it's in the attic.
Yeah.
I have the freaking Ninja Turtles blimp. I have two
Oh,
of them in my attic.
Well,
You know,
that's
With the
cool.
trigger?
inflatable one. Yeah. I've got them. I've got them. I got all the. I kept other than my Star Wars stuff. I have all the original like old toys I when I was a kid.
I just
Even all
saw
my
someone recently. Someone recently posted a picture of the blimp.
Yeah.
Turtles blimp.
Yeah, I
Where you
don't
can
have.
so you
anything
hold it
cool
by-
like
I
that.
looked in
my
my
life.
cupboard and I saw Mirage. I was like, I have Mirage. Grimlock Blue. I got loads of freaking old school toys.
I got the original OG Optimus. It was
Yeah, I
like
do
basically
too. I've got
the
two of
first
them.
one.
I think I have enough fists between them to make one, though. Well, annoyingly, right? Because you always lose a fist, because obviously they're tiny, and the gun. But somehow I still have all of my Ultra Magnus, even though it's the same toy. Just with the extra big trailer thing, if you remember that.
Yeah.
I have the
found it.
Power
Move
Master
when you
Optimus
put the
Prime as well. You
trailer
remember
on
the
it.
Power Master Optimus Prime when you put the thing in it? And they have the Pretender Grimlock, which is like the shell where you put the little thing inside of it. I literally have loads of this shit in my attic. I've got fucking hundreds, thousands of pounds worth of toys in my attic. I just live there. One day till I need money. I'd love to display some of it. I don't have the space, but at the same time, money, right? I mean, that shit's going to be worth money. It is worth money. Some of the Gen 1 stuff over all those things. You call it G.I. Joe, right? Weird Action Force. It's the same thing. I have a lot of the original, like Snake Eyes and Cobra Commander. I have all those things, but they're all like the original ones. But
I
they're
sold all my original ones a couple of years ago, the G.I. Joes.
were they worth it?
I got $5,000.
I don't think they are worth it because I've got a lot of I have one of the massive, the massive base on wheels, that big brown thing that went to 3 layers.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
I don't know
mobile
what it's
command
called.
center.
Yeah, I've got that upstairs somewhere. I've got some other shit.
I bet the USS Flag.
Do you?
I-
I'm going to come over there and play with it.
No, I don't.
I beg.
I
beg
have
for
a lot
that.
of Mask as well. I have some Mask shit upstairs. You remember Mask? Mask Crusaders.
Mhm.
I have a bunch of that shit upstairs as well. I think I have Boulder Hill in my attic somewhere. And I also have the Thundercats base.
Ooh.
And the Thunder Tank. The original
I didn't
one,
have
obviously.
any of these cool things when I was a kid. My parents didn't buy me nothing.
It was my era. This is when I was a kid. This is the shit I played with. I still have it all, thankfully.
I had a
I
electric
stopped drawing shit.
racetrack my grandma bought me.
I skate electrics. I have trains. I grew up when I was a little kid. I have lots of trains. I have lots
Sure.
of really old train stuff, and a lot of that is Hornby Railway stuff, and that's fucking worth a lot of money.
Yeah, they're
a
cool.
lot of stuff
They're cool.
upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't know what I have because it's in a massive box. When I was a kid, it was great, but now I look at it, I'm like, that's mine, and that's worth a lot of money. But where do you sell that shit?
How's the
Wow, don't sell it.
how's the Thundercats?
Well, not yet,
base
no.
not a huge scratching power.
Hmm.
Where's my picture? Sorry, what did you say? I completely missed what you said there.
It's not important.
He was making
Oh,
a
man,
cat
might have
joke
been.
because he likes
see.
anthropomorphic things.
Oh,
He's
I
a
see. But
furry in
Andrew's not
disguise,
here.
you see. Yeah,
But Andrew's not here. He's missing out.
Furries in disguise.
there you go.
I mean, wasn't that Beastmasters or Beast Wars or whatever that Transformers series was?
Well, I tell you what, when that movie came out, Eric, when was that? 80-something, right? I remember I was a little bit older. But when that movie came out,
86.
Yeah, high school. Actually, my
Well, the
graduation
movie.
year. Yeah, the movie, dude. That
movie is literally one of the best movies ever made, and the soundtrack still to this day is amazing.
It's so killer.
I love it.
They
It
had
is.
the absolute balls to kill Optimus Prime, and it was great.
Yeah, no, that's what was good. It was horrible when you're a kid, but when you watch
Oh,
it,
yeah.
that's it's still horrible, to be fair. But
They
it's,
said, "Oh, let's." Yeah, after horrifying the children, they said, "Let's kill Duke in the GI Joe movie."
oh, really? I remember when Cobra Commander turned into a snake. I remember that in the
Yeah.
that movie. Yeah, I remember that.
I think
I have
they
the
re-edited
VHS
it
of both
later.
These movies, man.
They kind of
Why would
panicked,
they
I
do
think, and they re-edited it so he would come back
Yeah,
to
they
life at
did.
the end of the movie. Yeah.
Well, they did that with Prime. There, they brought him back as well. Obviously,
After
didn't
they
So-
realized the trauma they gave children.
the
with
trauma they gave all the
Transformers.
children. Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
everyone's so upset and crying.
Should
in
have
the
cut out
cinemas.
Cobra
What
La
the
La
fuck did
La
you
La
expect?
La.
Oh, yeah.
I love the soundtrack of that movie. I mean, even Weird Al Yankovic got involved. Eric Idle's in the fucking thing,
Oh, yeah.
Orson Welles is fucking Unicron, for fuck's sake. That movie,
And it was his last role too.
It
no,
was.
it is a fucking
He died
legendary
before it
role, man.
released. Yeah, just before it released, he died. Yeah.
Well, that's
He'll
fine.
never know how good a role he did. That movie is so good.
It
I
is
love that.
surprising.
I watch it
good
every
for a
year, I
kids'
watch it every
animated
year.
Movie.
Leonard Nimoy's
Yeah.
in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Lyndon, everyone's fucking in that movie. And then there was the Pinnacle, right?
Machine Guy
Series,
is in
great Pinnacle. And then they did the Key to Vector Sigma with all the Headmaster stuff, which was kind of cool. And then after that, it kind of dropped off the map.
Well,
for me,
then
anyway.
some idiot gave
Yeah,
the
kinda
rights to a
cut the
dumbass
shark.
called Michael Bay.
Well,
you know.
I mean, the live action movies. Yeah, well, yeah, we don't know what they were
The
thinking.
last one I saw, which I was forced to go to, which was several of them ago, it was so indecipherable. This is me speaking. I didn't know what was happening.
The thing is, right, I watched the one that supposedly have dinosaurs in it and Dinobots, and I was like, yeah, you've not done it right, you're idiots. I didn't
see
know
that
what I
one.
was expecting, to be fair. I shouldn't have expected anything better, to be honest with you. At least they got rid of, Charlotte Beef,
yeah,
or whatever
Frank.
his name was.
Yeah,
But the
he's
thing
in
is, they
it.
replaced him with Mark Wahlberg, and he's fucking terrible as well.
Well,
So.
the
He
thing
does
is-
some good films. I will give him credit for some
Sure,
things,
sure.
but he's not a good actor, really.
But actually, what
But
irritated
he
me about
can
that
only
movie,
act one way.
that's true.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
He's
most
a
actors are
one-man
like that,
actor.
aren't they? But
Well, some.
no, you're right. Frank Welker was Megatron. That dude's The thing that irritated me a lot about that movie, I don't know why it was such a precious point for Michael Bay to go on and on and on about the Romeo and Juliet law with this older kid banging his teenage daughter, and they kept throwing it in his face the whole time, the whole damn movie. And I'm like, why? Why? What does this have to do with Transformers? Why are you trying to piss every parent on the planet off? What is your problem? Right? What are you doing? This is not Transformers.
The only thing I remember is it was terrible just because it was Michael Bay. He should stick to Bad Boys, you know.
Yeah, but it got really. It's like, what are you doing?
I didn't really remember that. Maybe I should rewatch it, but I don't want to because it was bad. So the thing is, they got the original voice actor from the movie, right? And then they completely just wasted it. It fucking pissed me off so much.
Yeah, no.
And they didn't even put the good Transformers in. Like, they had jazz in it, and it was cool, but it wasn't jazz. Where was Ironhide? You know, there's so many fucking cool things they could have put in that movie, and they just didn't do it. They focused too much on the humans and forgot about actual Transformers.
True,
that was the trouble.
And they gave Transformers balls, which is always the way to go.
Why not?
There was that Jewish actor in it though, and he was the only great thing in it. What was his name?
The guy who played
like the government
Juro?
spook, right?
Yeah, the guy who played the Maroni in the new Batman movie. Him.
Yeah, he was wonderful.
He's cool. He's funny. He's just like randomly hilarious.
Yeah, he's cool.
He was the Jesus in
Yeah. In the dude, not the dude, but you know what I mean. The Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski.
The fucking movie, man.
Big Lebowski.
I love that film.
It's because it's one of the best movies ever made. That's why you like it, Rabbit.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But Jeff Bridges, man. Now Eric, Jeff as well. You guys.
Steve Buscemi as well, man. Everyone was in that movie. That was
it was really good. But now we're older dudes, and remember when Jeff came out way back? What was the first thing you saw him in? Was it Inner Space, or was he in that, or was it the other Bridges?
Inner Space.
It was
That's the other Bridges. Yeah, what are you about?
Yeah,
Inner Space is great.
Oh, mixed up all the time.
Yeah,
but very different.
Inner Space was
was it? You remember Blown Away?
With Randy Quaid, right?
That,
was it?
What was his name?
No, it wasn't Randy.
Tron, maybe?
Dennis
Tron
Quaid.
might be the first thing I recognize him from.
Tron,
Blown
Tron,
Away,
that's
right?
what it was. But I mean, when he first came out, I was like, oh, okay. But he turned out to be one of the best actual actors we have, dude. How did that happen? I don't know. Starman, you're right.
Oh, I can't wait for the old man to come back.
Oh my god, dude, that was so good.
I'm just gonna come back to Blown Away. Have you not seen
what?
Have you not seen Blown Away with Tommy Lee Jones and Jeff Bridges?
Yeah, sure, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that movie. Well,
Tommy Lee's a pretty good, solid actor too.
Oh man, I love Tommy Lee Jones in loads of stuff. Like I watched what's it the other day? What's it called? The old Tom Clancy one with Harrison Ford. With what's it called? Patriot Games. That's the other one. Is it the one?
Under Siege.
No, that's
I know
what you're talking about.
You want to make that movie? I watched it recently. Yeah, it's so good.
Not The Prisoner. It's it was a remake of a TV
The Fugitive.
show.
Yeah, no, it wasn't The Fugitive.
The
it was the one,
Marshals?
No, yes, that was good. I'm going back. No, I'm going back before that. I'm going back to with the original Tom Clancy's stuff. The Clear and Present Danger. You know Jack Ryan there, Clear and Present Danger and all that stuff. You know, yeah, you must have seen
Force
those
One?
movies.
Yeah, I've seen them all. Yeah,
Air Force One's one of them. Yeah. The other one with the submarine when Sean Connery plays a very Scottish Russian. That one as well.
Yeah, wow. You know, he's Sean
all
Connery.
those movies.
He can do whatever the hell he wants.
I love Sean Connery. Sean Connery's never been anything other than Scottish.
Well, honestly, you know, one of Tommy Lee Jones' best roles of all time was Chip Hazard in Small Soldiers. No, give it up.
I really liked him in. I really liked him as the guy in what's it called? Natural Born Killers.
Yeah,
he was great in that.
Yeah,
it was very bizarre because that was a very unusual role for him.
Dwight McCluskey.
Yeah, I love all these movies. We had good movies. A lot of good movies. You don't get that many good movies anymore. Mm-hmm. What was the last good movie you watched? It wasn't like based on a comic book or something. You know,
like not licensed. Or
No, I mean just there was a good movie that's its own thing. Its own movie, not a sequel, a prequel, or a comic book, or just its own unique
What-
thing. It's hard.
eliminated everything now because there's nothing new. Everything's sequels or prequels.
and a
I
lot
know.
of
That's
it-
what I'm saying.
90s.
Yeah.
That's what 90s was a bit of a golden age for that.
Yeah,
like,
no,
for-
we grew up with the
stuff.
fucking good shit. 80s, 90s, 80s for horror, 90s for like action, 70s was great for action as well.
Now,
We
I'm
got
gonna-
a lot of good movies.
I'm
I would
gonna
say
mention-
the Northman was like pretty out there.
yeah. Actually, my
The Northman. Yeah, you're right. That was fucking amazing. That was really good. I did like that.
one of my favorite Tommy Lee Jones movies is actually one of his. I don't know if it was his first, but it was early. It was in late 70s. I can't remember. But it's The Eyes of Laura Mars. He plays a character named John Neville, and boy, is he
that
intense.
sounds
Man.
familiar. He's good though. Then again, it always reminds me of like going back to the older movies when you think like when you go back to what's his face, the best actor ever, Nick Cage.
Oh yeah, Nick
And
Cage.
you remember? Did you ever see Wild at Heart? That movie,
Sure.
where it's like his first movie. That movie's fantastic, except it makes you want to smoke because they're just smoking like
Yeah.
close-ups of cigarettes every fucking 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like. It's nice to get back and watch that because it's like the birth of cinema almost. You know, it's the birth of DVD, birth of VHS, kind of that kind of home movies, not cinema because cinema was already a thing. Now we don't have anything like that. Now we have streaming, and it's just like, oh, we might make money from it, but if we don't, we'll just cancel it, or we won't make it.
I'm pretty sure
or
Tommy
whatever.
started as a TV actor for quite a while,
Yeah, I think a lot
like
of
a
them did.
decade or
though,
You
something.
might
like
have, yeah.
He did a lot of TV stuff. But I think the first one that really, like I said, Eyes of Laura Mars was such a good movie. But I think the one that pulled him out and made people pay attention was Black Moon Rising, right?
No, it was Batman Forever.
Batman for
No.
No, that's a lie.
Oh, speaking of old movies, my brother made me download. Was it After Dark? The vampire movie, the old one with
Near Dark.
Near Dark.
Oh,
Was it Near
it's
Dark?
One of the best
Yeah.
vampire movies of all time.
Yeah,
dude.
and my brother was like, I haven't seen that in ages because you mentioned it one time, and he was like, I haven't seen that in years. Make sure you get
Hard
it. I was
to
like, oh,
find.
now
It's
I have
very
to watch
rare
it.
to
I've got it.
find.
I've got it. Well, it's not torrented wise. It's trust me. But I've got it. If you want me to send you a copy, I will. Because I don't mind sending copies to people because it's not.
We used to do that all
You
the time.
pirate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a shit.
Just go to Finland like I do.
The thing is, I own a lot of shit on DVD and shit, but people don't buy them anymore. So why? And I'm not going to pay for fucking streaming service because
They go out of print so quickly. That's the problem.
They do. I thankfully own a lot. A lot of my original DVDs though are really old. A lot of them are obscure. I'll have a lot of Chinese stuff, a lot of Chai and Fat John Woo stuff. I have a lot of Korean stuff before Korean stuff was popular. I have a lot of Japanese stuff as well. I have Zatoichi with Beat Takeshi in it, and I have literally a piece of the film in the box set it came with.
Well, that's
Stuff
cool.
like that. You just can't get that kind of stuff anymore, you know?
That is cool.
Certainly
Yeah,
can't
it's
do
cool. It is cool.
I
But
always,
then I have some
Same
really,
thing I got
really
with,
random shit.
Blade Runner. Blade Runner.
Blade
came
Runner,
out,
yeah.
dude, I was
came
at
with, like,
the
a
What a
film.
I was at Tokyo Comic Con, and they had full-on production replicas of the Blade Runner gun.
Oh, that's cool, man.
I almost bought it.
Did anyone see the trailer for the new anime Terminator?
They wanted
What?
$500.
I did.
It
I
looks
was
really
disappointed because I thought
good.
it was going to be a movie.
No, well, it looks.
It's
It might be an
it'll be a
animated movie.
series.
It might be whatever, but it looks really.
It'll be a
good.
series, yeah. Be
I
like
reckon it'll be a series.
eight-parter.
It's normally a series, yeah. But I think it looks freaking fantastic. It's gonna be the best Terminator you've seen since
It's gonna be a
C2,
series.
inevitably. Yeah, it'll be a series. It normally are series. I can't. It'd be weird if it wasn't a series. I think. But Chester, if you'd not looked into it, I would have looked because it might be something you'd watch. I'd say we could get Blue Moon involved, but he won't.
So if we
He's
dropped
allergic to anime, so
anime, then Blue Moon would be okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
no, he's allergic to all anime.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
I do think he must have seen because Akira, right? We did last week on Mike Show, and that's probably
I
one of
just
the best
challenge him to draw a
animated movies
Veritech
ever.
fighter in his style. Like just a
Yeah.
Veritech fighter drawn in his style.
One of my
my
students'
challenge.
name is Akira.
I think Blue Moon used to be a anime voice actor, and he got
Yeah.
and that's why he hates it so much.
I've met people that don't like
it.
anime, but never with such a passion. He has the most hated passion. It's great. No one hates something as much as he does. I'd love to know if he actually hates it in real life, to be fair. I hope it's just his thing. I get cutesy anime. There's a lot of shit anime out there. There is, but, I don't know what I can do with this picture. I'm just penciling.
I'm looking at Eric draw a Valkyrie.
Watching
Should I put my life drawings on that I did? I put in the draw along. They're mainly nude though. I don't know if that's YouTube friendly. It's life drawing, right? That's fine.
That could be right. Yeah.
As a kid, I used to get bored of it.
If it's tasteful life drawings. I don't think YouTube will.
Yeah, I was. It was really nice actually when I did that. Because I hadn't done that in so long, and I did it digitally instead of traditionally. But I made it look like I did it traditionally because I got these really cool brushes. So
YouTube has full live birth on it, so I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, Blue Moon breastfeeding. Blue Moon Cartoon says I've seen Akira in full, and I thought it was garbage.
I wish I could reach through the entire.
Yeah, a lot of
YouTube
people
punch him.
don't get it.
At least
a lot
they
of people
put some
don't
effort
get
in the
it.
animation. Well, I don't know why. It's amazing.
The animation is probably one of the best things I've ever seen. There's nothing better than that animation. I've never seen anything as good as.
You're wrong, Doug.
Yeah. Fuck you, Doug.
Yeah. But anyway, at that era, around that era, there was another movie came out called Ghost in the Shell.
Which is also amazing.
I would say that tips the animation tips Akira. No,
it doesn't. If you rewatch it, because the facial animations they did in Akira and all the colors and the darks and stuff, the way they did it,
I'm talking about the backgrounds more than anything. Yeah, you're
okay.
Right.
Maybe. I mean, I love that. I do love Ghost in the Shell. It is one of my favorite animated movies. But then Armoron brought up Perfect Blue, and that's fucking amazing as well. Yeah, that's like a freaking masterpiece of animation.
Do keep in mind when Ghost in the Shell came out, that was the most expensive movie ever made.
And then The Matrix ripped it off.
They did, yeah.
They even admitted it, though, to be fair. At least they admitted it.
What made it so expensive?
Was that another animation, right?
Yeah, there was a few different ones. Was it Armitage? I can't remember what the other one was.
I like Armitage.
One that almost
something where they straight up
bankrupted the studio was Redline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fucking amazing. That's so good. Yeah, I can see why it is so good, though, right?
There was another one. I don't know if it was the same level of money, but it almost killed the studio. Was that I think it was a mini series called Kite. Maybe it was just a movie.
Yeah, no, Kite. No, that was like that's a bit violent and dark and a bit hentai-ish in places, but there's two of them. Yeah, the animation is very good, though.
Dude, that movie is freaking awesome, dude. Kite
it is very good. Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, the animation.
The thing is, there's a lot of cool stuff, man. But we grew up with good shit. Nowadays, they kind of cut corners with it a lot. There is some still good some stuff out there, and some people use like the new technologies in a good way to enhance their animations. Like Kimetsu no Yaiba, they did that, right? They used 3D models to make their 2D stuff look good. So did what's it called? Machine Gun. No,
Kelly.
It's called. No,
I was going to say Machine Gun
Chainsaw Man. I was thinking Machine Gun Girl, but you wouldn't have seen that Japanese movie. It's one of those Japanese kind of like low budget horror slasher movies. That is like Tokyo Gore Police, which I'm guessing you wouldn't have seen either.
I like Tokyo
I'm probably the only one that's seen it. I don't know. The first manga was good. Everything after that was terrible. Even the manga after the first one was bad.
What was that?
I'm very picky with what I like.
What was that movie that came out here? And it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was maybe James Cameron or Spielberg. They took a Japanese manga and turned it into a movie.
Alita.
Battle Angel Alita.
Battle Angel Alita. Gundam. Yeah, that shit's fucking amazing. It was close to the anime. They close to the manga. So they did skip around a bit.
But they didn't get into the Mars War enough, I think. But maybe.
The thing is that it was aiming to be more a movie, but Disney got involved because they can't take over shit, didn't they?
Yeah, fair
and that's
enough.
why it didn't get a sequel, because otherwise it would have. Because he wanted to do that, he had plans, and he worked with the original author, which is why it was well done.
Well,
Because that pissed me off. Because I watched that; it's probably the best Hollywood version of an anime or a manga ever, except for Crying Freeman with Mark Dacascos. That was also very good.
Well, the reason I bring it up was because I thought it was an odd choice. I remember I saw
It was
Battle
fucking
Angel
amazing, man.
a while ago. I remember I saw it, and I was like, that's interesting. But I mean, of all the anime to pick, it's very obscure, dude.
I don't know. Is it because it's really popular?
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
small.
he's
It's
right,
fucking
though.
massive. Is it?
Now,
I loved
but-
it. I grew up with it, so. But I don't know. You might be
James
right.
Cameron
Maybe I'm
wanted to
wrong.
make it for a long time. Like he wanted to make it back in the mid '90s. He wanted to do it. You know.
It's
Had the
such a
tech
good
for it.
story, man. I mean,
I liked
it's
it.
got so like watching what's his face die. It's like you knew it was coming when he wrote it. It's so good. It's so spot on to the manga as well. Like that was the thing that was good about it. It's like like I say, it skipped around, but it was very accurate, and you don't get that very often.
No, you don't.
Very rarely.
They,
I didn't like
so
the,
it's nice.
They're better than their original.
We have
writer.
like a
Yeah, obviously. It
that movie
was.
goes into a YA angle that I didn't like though. The only thing.
A what?
Other than that, I thought it was awesome. Like YA, like when it gets into like the romance and shit, it's like it's kind of like I don't
Have
know,
you?
like just
But it's accurate.
kind of stupid.
You know, because her and Hugo, like that's the whole thing. It's like they get together and it's cool, and then he gets mutilated, and then she goes up top and starts
Yeah, I wanna
fucking
say
shit
it's,
up. But they don't get to that point, unfortunately.
No.
I want to say it's it was the dialogue and the bad acting that killed it.
But for me, it was fine.
kind of like
I enjoyed it overall.
The annoying thing, like say, the thing was they never got because it's like a.
oh yeah,
build-up
it
to the
didn't
actual
ruin the movie
story
for me.
as well.
I said it's the only thing I didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there's always something. There's a few things that I didn't like either.
Yeah,
Like the guy didn't have
And
a
to me,
big enough
yeah, and to me, it
hammer.
has. No, I'm saying to me it had more to do with like. I think it was the actor. I don't think the actor was a great actor.
Well, her,
and the lines
the
were
chick, you mean?
Yeah, no, the dude. I thought the dude. I
boy.
thought his lines were written by George Lucas. Like,
Oh,
I'm like, what the
Hugo.
fuck?
Oh, yeah. I get
Yeah,
you.
they
Yeah,
were.
I get you.
Yeah, that's true. But I did
Have
appreciate.
you watched the OVA that they did, the actual original anime?
Yeah,
version?
yeah. That's
Have you
what
ever
I'm
seen
talking
that?
about. I haven't read the manga. But
Oh, I have read the manga. The manga's amazing.
I did appreciate that there were several scenes in that movie they took straight out of the anime, straight out.
Oh yeah, very, very good. I love the battle at the end when they do the I can't remember what it's called, but the racing Blood Bowl thing. What's it fucking called? I forgot what it's called. But that was literally straight out of the manga. Although it's like a bit further ahead than the actual story was, but it was cool that they added it in. You know. Then when they're looking at each other at the end,
What was that called?
you got the
Thunderball?
person at the top. Yeah. What I can't remember what it's called, but that was so good. That I could have watched a movie just about that. What is it called? I've lost it. I haven't seen it in a while. I might have to rewatch it. I'll have it somewhere.
It is different.
I went to see that at the cinema, and it was actually worth. That was the thing because I very rarely go to cinema, and that was one of the things that was actually worth seeing in cinema.
But I kind of agree with you though, Alan, because the original anime that I saw was way darker than what they put down.
Oh yeah, no, it was very dark. The original, very dark. But you know, they have to also appeal. But it was also dark enough. You know, it had some of the like the guys getting the spines ripped out. It had all that stuff in it. You know,
It did.
they
and
didn't
they-
all
miss
that
that
stuff was
stuff
awesome,
out.
right?
So
yeah.
that's the thing. They didn't miss it
problem
out.
with
They
that.
just kind of tweaked some things. But that's the thing. Sometimes you have to tweak some stuff historically. A bit like he's saying that they changed some things because obviously it's who was involved in making it as well. I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while, so I mean, like what Alan's saying, maybe he's right. Maybe I'll rewatch it. But yeah, he's right. I haven't seen it in a long time. It's been a while.
I'm just saying
last time
that
I
it didn't
watched
ruin
it.
the movie. Like I said, it didn't ruin the movie. I'm just saying that's
Oh
just
no,
the thing in the movie
but
that I
it's
go,
it's
they
nice
could've-
to hear a good opinion.
that could have baked
about
a
it,
little
you know, so-
longer, you know.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It
I
just could have
understand.
baked a little longer. It looks like it was the first draft, and they're just trying to get it through.
They were probably just trying to rush before Disney took them over. Something.
Well,
Yeah,
honestly, I have no clue why they haven't made another one, or I don't know why.
It was fucking popular as well, like really popular. So I don't know either. But it's because Disney, they don't want it.
Can
they
you
want to
start
do their own
playing
thing.
again, please?
Or me?
Yeah.
I thought I was.
No,
Sorry.
you were, but
I'm
you're
so.
not now.
I'm just drawing. I haven't done anything good. I'm just sketching.
I do
And that's
love
probably all I'll do.
that Amy has taken the two love characters, of course.
I mean, that's like, there's always that in every Macross series.
Love.
Macross.
And she's a black girl.
Was it Lin Min Mei and what's her face? Oh no, is that Robotech? Not because it's Lin Min
Robotech.
Mei and what's his face?
No,
And then you got Max, but then Max comes back with his wife in Macross 7, which is a sequel to Macross, the original Macross. And then their daughter is one of the main characters, which is what I'm drawing.
I was a kid. I
he
wasn't
says
mature enough
music-
to appreciate what was
he's-
going on, so I only saw the first season.
I watched everything. I have.
Well,
a
you can
DVD.
watch the
I
first
watched-
season, and that's enough. You know, like the first, because that's the original Macross storyline.
Do you remember Love? You could watch the movie. To be fair, if you watch the original Macross Do You Remember Love movie, it kind of sums it up all in one movie. It's a very good movie. So you don't even have to watch the whole series. That does sum it up very well. It's a very good movie. But if you want to watch Robotech, then it's a very different story. They're very
It's
different.
not even
I don't
close.
think Robotech's a very good story compared to Macross, but we all like what we like. So
Robotech,
you grew up with it. I get that.
Yeah.
I grew up with that. You grew up with that. That's what it is. It's just very
It is,
different
but
things.
Robotech evolved. Initially, it was Zentradi War.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, well, that's what it should have been. That's what Macross is. It's all about the Zentradi,
Right.
originally.
But Robotech went beyond that, and of course, the enemies became mankind itself, right?
Well, I mean, Macross changed as well.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm assuming you've not watched Macross though, so
I've seen a
or
couple.
any of the.
My children forced me.
Good on them. I need to congratulate your children. Next time they're on stream, I'm going to thank them for forcing me. I'm going to make them ask them to force you to watch more anime.
They try.
They probably don't watch it anymore. Did they still watch it? Because I know they're older, but I still watch it, and I'm freaking 40. So.
To be fair, probably not as much. My son is perfectly built to be a Japanese businessman, and therefore his life is now
Salaryman.
Meetings.
Isn't it meetings, and karaoke and beer?
Karaoke, beer, and golf. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like the Japanese businessman that I grew up watching movies.
He's mad because
In Tijuana
doesn't he
whorehouse.
bodybuild as well though? Isn't he like
he
built
still
like a
does
motherfucker?
that, yeah. He and his wife both are go to the gym all the time. But yeah, he was mad because he was bugging me to go play golf with him. I hadn't played golf in 20 years, right? I went out. Yeah.
Did you swipe it to the left and it's like I've got
No,
those
I
gone.
didn't actually. I shot an 88.
I haven't done golfing.
He was
in years.
mad.
So is my picture showing now, Chester? Is that
Let me check. I was looking at Amy's stuff. I was surprised. Yeah, it is. I was surprised because I haven't literally been 20 years, and it's the drive though. My short game.
You know what, right? Last time I went golfing was more. It wasn't golfing. It was more like a pitch and putt. But it was like 18 holes, and like 300 foot was the longest hole, I think. But I did extreme putting because we were drinking. So I just used a putter for the entire time. And you know what? I'm great with a putter. But my mate did extreme cricket putting.
Okay.
So he used a golf club like a cricket bat.
This is what English people get up to when they have alcohol. That we should ban it.
Yes. You know what, though? We did very good. My brother played golf, and my other mate played golf, and we beat them with our stupid shenanigans.
Yeah, well.
I also did break a putter in half by mistake.
Oh, I'm sure it was by mistake.
You're basically playing Happy Gilmore.
Putters are, I was Happy Gilmoreing everything, yeah. But you know what? It works. It won't work in a real golf course, but, I'd like to try, though. You should try it sometime. Just whack some shit with a putter in it. It goes fucking miles. You'd be surprised.
Well, I was a resident property manager in Hawaii like 7 years. And I went golfing every Wednesday afternoon. So
yeah, I have done. I can golf. I'm really good at putting. Like putting's my thing on the green. I'm very good at that. I think it's a lot of mini golf though, like crazy golf and shit. Like Happy Gilmore, he learned that from that.
Well, the thing is, in Hawaii, when we did that, it cost me like $7, I think, to go play a full round of golf. Over here in Japan, right? I have to spend $300.
Isn't there other places though? Because I know it can be, because even here it can be expensive. Because there's one near us which is dead expensive. There's one a bit further which is a lot cheaper. So
all cultures have a luxury, what they consider luxury, and luxuries are expensive, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And it depends on the culture.
Cubans call it food.
That's true, food. But here in Japan, what they consider luxury is interesting. Fruit is luxury.
How? That's like cheap as shit.
Dude, you can spend $100 on a piece of fruit here.
That's nuts, man.
Yes.
I eat fruit
Things that
every
don't
day,
grow
lots of
out
it.
there, like oranges.
Well, some of the more basic fruit you can get at a normal price, but they have expensive fruit. Golf is an absolute luxury. Another thing, oddly, is theater. For with us,
theater here is expensive. Theater,
yeah, but it didn't
well,
used to be. When I was
thing.
younger, it was cheap, and of course, it's coming out of the British, where sure they had the balcony seats, but the average commoner on the ground paid a pence, right? And and we had that idea in America forever, right? Here in Japan, kabuki, no. And the various things they have are ridiculously expensive, and it goes
I would like to go watch some
everything.
kabuki though. I would like to go watch kabuki because that shit's fucking nuts.
It is bizarre. It's an experience.
I love it.
But no is even weirder. It's like almost a semi-silent kabuki. But when I was a kid, I'd go to see a concert. I'd go see Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica, any of those great bands for $20.
Yeah,
right?
so could I, but you can't do that now anyway, even with them. Jesus Christ, man. Bands are expensive.
My wife really
It
wanted
cost
to go
me,
see...
I can't remember how much it cost me last time.
It's
wasn't
crazy,
cheap.
dude.
Like, Bad Religion was like 30 quid, and that was just in Rock City, so it wasn't even a big venue, really. That's expensive.
It's got crazy, dude. My wife wanted to see Paul McCartney when he came to Japan. She couldn't get tickets because it was so insane. They had to do a lottery for tickets. But
that's nuts,
for the nosebleed seats, $300.
Yeah, that's way more expensive. Even here, that's expensive. I mean, to be fair though, I wouldn't bother because when I saw Black Sabbath, it was probably about 80 quid, but I got a whole day of other bands. I saw Pantera, Fear Factory, I saw like a lot of bands.
Sure.
So it was a whole day. But I was 18, I was 98, that was a long time ago. Now, if you want to pay that, it's fucking so expensive. It's insane just to see that one band.
Yeah.
That's why I hate how much it costs because not all bands do it. I always remember there was a video in Nirvana, and they were on about how they mentioned how much whoever was charging for their tickets. Like, what? We just charge like $8 for our tickets. They don't give a shit because they're massively famous. But other bands were charging because it can be up to the band. It can be.
Yeah, but
maybe, I don't know because management's different nowadays, I guess. But
well, they're just everybody's money hungry beyond belief now. But Jeff, do you remember $20 concert tickets, dude?
Because I do.
Yeah.
I definitely do.
I mean, how many bands would go see the $20? I mean, shit.
You can get like three bands for $20.
You could, and the T-shirt costs the same price. I mean, goodness gracious. Because I think they made a lot of money on concession on those things. But I saw so many concerts, man, and now you can't even go to a concert under $100 now. You can't even.
Well, unless it's like you can still go underground bands, and to be fair, they're probably some of the better stuff nowadays, anyway. Which is that's the bonus. You can look at going to see some bands like my band and stuff like that, and other bands like that.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's the kind of stuff you want to be watching nowadays, anyway. I feel like because a lot of the famous stuff is like, who cares anymore?
Well, my band, I'm a lounge band, so we're not a big deal. We do some concert stuff, but mainly we're a lounge band. Here in Japan, it's stupid the way it works. Basically, I rent the venue, the live house is what I do. I rent it, and then I sell tickets and alcohol, and they get a cut of that as well, of the alcohol. So I have to actually do all the work, even though it's their freaking live house. But whatever.
Wait, so you normally that's not right, because normally you just have to pay for the rent, and then they'll do the rest of it because you're paying for it. That is weird.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that does so. That is weird. That's not good.
That's why I created a production company way back. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But in that case, I charge, because it's a lounge, right? I charge $15 for my door, and that comes with one beer.
Well, that's actually that's really good. Yeah. I wouldn't even say no to any of that easily. Could say, yeah, I'm in. That sounds great.
Yeah, but I also make 80% of all the profit off all the rest of the beer.
Well, which is good as well, but But it just seems like a really roundabout way of going about things. That does.
It's weird. But, I can pay my band and the other bands I bring in, and I put a little bit of money in my pocket as well.
Yeah, that's the important thing. Paying the other bands you bring in. I always find that's important because some people do not care about that.
Yeah. No, I usually can get, depends, there's bad nights, right? But usually I can get a good $150, $200 for each person in their pocket for the night.
That's nice.
If they're coming from a distance, I usually throw another $50 for gas in.
Yeah, that's what. But because you're a musician, so you understand.
Yeah,
that's the trouble.
I do.
It's when these people put these things on who aren't musicians, they don't actually get that shit. Like, yeah, you actually put in money and time into doing that, and they don't get it.
No,
that's what gets on.
They don't care.
Gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
They never understand it. They just don't care. Never.
Yeah. But
I just come and play in your place. That's what I need to come and play where you.
We got a couple good ones.
I mean, it's a long way away to come and gig. I was going to Japan for a day.
There's a place near that I play a lot. I'm good friends with Koji, and he used to be a pro guitar player with a bunch of pop bands and a couple of rock bands when he was younger. But he owns a live house now. And it's funny too because I'm the only person that get him on stage to play because the dude is freaking phenomenal guitar player. And you know how I get him on stage? I tell him to get on stage.
It's funny. You're like me. That's what I'm like with people. Do it.
Koji, get your guitar. Get up here.
You want to see your wife alive.
Stop being a dick, man. Get up there and do it.
Right. Dude, I love soloing with that guy. He's such a I forget what they call it, but he can do the picking. Oh, he is really good, but he can do the picking. But most of his solo stuff is like cutting. He's like a cutting soloist, and it's super fast. I mean, sometimes, but I forget what you call it. Maybe just cutting. It's not. There's a word for it, but whatever.
There's sweet picking, maybe.
No, he's cutting.
It depends what kind of timbers are in it. That's a weird. I've never heard that on guitar.
Right? He's chord soloing. But
I see.
Yeah. But it's just freaking awesome. And I love because I have a saxophone in my hand. I'm a saxophone player, right? I love soloing with that guy. It's so cool, dude.
I think I'm going to leave this picture here because I can't be bothered to draw anymore. So
he's coherent.
Oh, dude, did you all watch Gojira on the French Olympics? That was one good thing about the Olympics. Gojira.
The what?
Gojira, the French death metal band. Yeah, that's what they're called. Have you not heard of Gojira? Man, they're fucking really good.
You mean as in the Daikaiju?
It's in the French death metal man. Yeah, Gojira. That's what the band's called.
Well, it's
Gojira.
Gojira.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
I don't know how many more times you're going to say it, but it's yes. That's the name.
Yeah. Okay.
They could have called themselves Godzilla, but they called it Gojira, which is great.
Gojira. The weird thing about
how
the
you
French,
want to pronounce it.
The French are the only people who truly seem to like the Japanese. In whole.
Also, they're also the only place that I've ever known go, oh, we're really proud of death metal. We'll put it on the Olympics.
Yeah, no, that is cool.
Despite everything else they did, I'm like, what? Gojira playing the Olympics? What? They have what was it, Celine Dion and Lady Gaga and then Gojira. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. You won't see that in England or America.
Yeah, but
so I get Cannibal Corpse on in America or something.
Yeah, but the Celine Dion thing made me a little sad though, because I'm not really a fan of that kind of music, but she's a pretty nice lady, and she's basically dying from a ridiculously random disease. And it's probably the last time you'll ever see her sing. And then it came out because some stupid journalist had to uncover the truth.
Because that's what they like, yeah.
Yeah, but it was dubbed over, so she wasn't even really singing.
That's a shame.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably the last time you go to see her, dude. I mean, the whole thing was really sad, really. She was so damn emotional about
Basically
it.
Her Make-A-Wish right there.
Yeah, right. But
I dare say she probably was singing, even if they weren't miking.
Oh, I'm sure she was. You could tell she was. But she has such it's a muscle disease, right? So she probably can't stay in tune or anything anymore. and they just decided to dub over. But some journalist found the original recording and showed its, actually put it in a friggin' equalizer and showed that it's a point for point. So I was like,
No, because asshole.
asshole. Yeah, I didn't need to know that, dude. Right? Let it be.
Most people probably thought exactly the same. You're an asshole. Go fuck yourself. Because I mean, even if you don't like it, that's not cool, man. That's
It's not, cool. Especially because Celine is a pretty nice lady. I mean,
yeah.
She's a
whether
nice
you like
lady.
the music, it's irrelevant, right? Yeah, she's just a normal person.
Yeah, normal, a mom, and she's proud of her country and all that kind of. She's a normal person, and it's sad, man. One of the biggest actual thumps in the head was frickin' Steve Perry getting some kind of weird throat disease. I mean, what kind of...
he stopped, didn't he?
Yeah, what kind of weird sense of humor do the gods have? I mean, really. Steve Perry, one of the best male vocalists of all time. Once again, don't care if you like the music. You have to give props to the guy.
Oh, 100%.
Unbelievable, dude. That happened to a Japanese
God
fellow
knew we
here,
weren't
too.
ready for him.
I did.
Yeah, but I mean,
maybe.
what's his face stopped singing as well for a bit,
doing-
didn't he? I mean, the guy from AC/DC had some troubles and shit.
Yeah. Well,
They get older, and that's the trouble,
do.
right? You never know what's going to happen.
yeah, but
Yeah,
see,
they
And
replaced him with
he's
Axl
had a
Rose
good,
for a little
he's had a
bit.
fucking good
They did,
run,
yeah.
regardless. It is sad, but
it was a fair run, and he's trying to.
I mean-
He's better, a little bit better now. He's trying to do some stuff now, but I mean, Steve Perry in the day, man, the guy dressed
yeah.
horribly. He looked like the biggest nerd ever on stage, but damn,
What can you
Steve
do?
Perry,
What-
dude.
you can sing like a motherfucker,
Yeah. Have you ever heard him, Amy?
I
Journey.
don't think I have.
The Journey. Yeah, you need to go listen to
Everyone's
Steve
heard
Perry.
that.
No,
I'm surprised.
Believe
I fucking hate that song. But it's good. I remember for some reason that song became so fucking popular. I didn't understand how.
Also,
It's
okay,
because it's the drunk song. It's the song you hear at the end of every night when the bar closes down.
that's true. That is true.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
give
true.
you a little bit of love then. Bruce Dickinson.
Bruce Dickinson, legend.
The
The second
The-
singer for Iron Maiden.
Dude, the better one.
To be fair, the first thing wasn't bad. He just got a bad run because he got in trouble for being on the dole while also being in
Yeah,
a
and he
famous
was
rock band.
drunk
He's a
trouble,
fucking
too.
moron.
He's a moron.
Yeah, he was
That's
a
what
moron.
he is. He's a moron. But
he was still better than Blaze Bailey because my god, that guy sucked.
that's true. But we got, because of his moronic nature, we got Bruce Dickinson. the
Yeah. I
man.
mean, I'm not an Iron Maiden fan, but my god, some of those tracks are iconic. I mean,
and
I
he's
can't deny
still
it.
thumping. You know what that
Yeah.
dude did? He went and he got himself a commercial airplane license so
Yeah, he
that
did,
he
I
could
know.
bring his band around the world more efficiently. Jeez, get him, Bruce.
I love the fact that the bassist is like the one that writes all the songs, and he never seems to get most of the credit either somehow.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, and their drummer's also one of the. Isn't he the guy that created the triple step on the bass pedal?
Triple step, or you mean like triplets? I don't know
No,
what you mean.
the triples. They call it a triple step, but it's more like a sextuplet.
I kind of, yeah, okay. I know what you
Rainbow is
mean, yeah.
called Richie Blackmore's Rainbow.
Mhm.
So people know that he was the one writing the songs.
Right. Well, yeah, but I mean, Ronnie James Dio was the heart of Rainbow, dude. But because that's another phenomenal male voice. Wow. But yeah, no, that drummer. Now, of course, the double pedal was created by Def Leppard's drummer because he's an idiot driving a
Yeah,
car
he
way
has
too
one
fast,
arm.
lost a damn arm. But,
Do you know what though? Kudos to that fucking guy because he never gave
Kudos
up.
to him.
You
No,
know,
he didn't.
he can drum like a motherfucker with that one arm.
Yeah, no, they were fun. Did you see the rockumentary about them a few years back?
No, I did. I have
it's
some of
great,
the original
dude.
cassettes when I was a kid. Yeah, I remember. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
they're an
Well,
English band, aren't
they're
they?
your
So,
boys.
I know
Yeah,
them.
you should go check it out.
Yeah,
It's
I
great,
know
the
Def Leppard.
rockumentary. There's another really good rockumentary that's
Like
shockingly
Def
honest with Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Came out with a decent single
Fuck yeah.
like a couple years ago too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
They still got it. Yeah.
It's nice
It
that
was
it's
decent.
nice
I mean,
when
you know,
bands still have it. That's
obviously-
what I say. Like Marilyn Manson coming back out, he's still got it. To
Older.
be honest with you. So
Yeah. He just
He's
needs
got
to.
that steampunk vibe.
He does.
Marilyn Manson just needed to be called innocent, and then everything's fine.
What did Marilyn do? What are you talking about?
He got the Johnny Depp treatment
Why?
Yeah.
because of his exes suck.
Well, he's full on
Basically.
Alice
He literally-
Cooper
no,
it's
he
kind of
did.
theater.
stupid.
No,
Well,
he got the he literally. Do you not know about it? He literally got the full Johnny Depp,
I didn't know that. No.
and now he came out the other side, and now he's not drunk anymore. He's not
Yeah.
overweight anymore.
Well,
He's
that
got
was
a
the
new single,
problem.
and he's fucking cool.
I'm glad.
No, he had a
because-
fucking dickhead bitch that fucked him over. Basically,
Yeah.
is what happened.
Well, that sucks. But Marilyn, he did get too fat.
I
and too
love Marilyn
drunk.
Manson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
'Cause he hated his life.
Well, fair enough. But I mean, because that's full on Alice Cooper theater, dude. Marilyn Manson.
Oh yeah, he
to
is.
the
Yeah,
nth
I
degree.
when I saw him when I was fucking 16, when he did the first time he ever toured Antichrist Superstar, one of the best gigs I've ever been to in my life. It was
His
so
best
good.
performance was in Wonder Years.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah,
He was also
that meme
in
is
Sailor.
going around,
You know
man.
that witch? Do you remember that witch TV series? He was in that as well.
I saw him
It's
on
like
Donahue.
he's been in so many things, Marilyn Manson's, but he was under. It
That
wasn't
was
Marilyn
for
Manson. He was
Jeff
under his
and
real
Eric.
name.
I'm
so-
getting some. I'm
I
going to
don't
get
know.
coffee, Jeff. You're in charge.
I'm done. I'm not done, but I am done. My sketch is
I'm
good
in
enough,
charge.
right?
Wasn't
I
always,
think my sketch is good.
I was
enough.
never a huge Marilyn Manson fan, but
was.
Antichrist Superstar was a
Dude, that album was
for me.
like
I love that
it was like a game-changing album for music. I remember when I was at college when I was like 16 when I first had that. I was into my cassette player on my headphones. I was like the first time I heard it, I was like, I've never heard anything like this in my life. You know, that it was fucking game-changing for me. That and Nirvana, those two things to me,
I love every
that's
track
what
on that
made me
album.
play music. So yeah, Antichrist Superstar is still one of my favorite albums to this day. I love Portrait of American Family. That's really good. The one before it, but I didn't hear that until afterwards. I don't like his newer stuff. Well, I like his new stuff now, but I don't like it because Marilyn Manson has been one of those weird, like, he has a big gap of some shit music, like a lot of bands do. It's like the Offspring. They did that, right? They were really good. They did Smash, they did Nixnay, and then they did shit for years. I'm saying this, I don't know what everyone listens to, but I'm glad you appreciate Antichrist because that fucking album's, it's one of those iconic albums.
yeah, I'm telling you.
That fucking album's
I used
amazing.
to come home from school and just put on that album and draw. That's one of those.
Yeah,
those-
yeah, I
those-
know. I
and,
used
like,
to draw to it as
so
well.
many
Man. I
albums
used to
like
write
that came out in
lyrics
the same
to it.
year.
Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, it was a good year that year. It was a good couple of years, to be fair.
I remember my rotation was I would listen to Antichrist, then I would listen to Astro Creep from White Zombie.
Yeah, for
and then I
Astro
would
Creep
listen to-
2009. God, that album's amazing.
Yeah.
I love
And
that
then I would
fucking
listen
album.
to Ministry, the one was Psalm 69.
Oh yeah, not Filth Pig.
I
The other one,
listened
yeah,
to
Psalm 69.
those three
yeah.
albums all in a row.
I did like
Fear
Filth Pig as
Factory?
well, but yeah.
Fear Factory.
Oh yeah, that Fear Factory album. I know the one you're on about. I know the one you mean. The Demanufacture. That's the one you're on about. The blue.
Yeah,
one,
I discovered them through Carmageddon.
Yeah, all right. No, I grew up with all this stuff. I mean, I've seen all these bands live, but yeah,
Carmageddon
you live
had,
my
like, a
life.
Fear
You live my life.
Fear
Alan.
Factory
That's
soundtrack.
my life right there. That's what I listen to all that same shit, all the fucking good music. I wish we still had stuff like that. It was
guys
all
don't have
unique.
any,
Like none of them sounded
nope.
the same to each other. You know, we don't have that now.
The hip hop. It's the hip hop that took over.
No, but hip hop used to be good, and then now it's shit. You know, hip hop was good. But I mean, at least Body Count is still fucking cool. They just released a new song. It's still fucking heavy as fuck. Did you hear the new Body Count thing? I see still fucking. They still got the metal shit there. It's still doing his rap. That's still fucking good. But I mean, I'd hate to say it, but even the new Eminem song was pretty good. You know, in my opinion, I don't like it really because it's not my thing, but. It brought back a lot of the old school like feel to what music should be with that kind of rap and hip hop, you know, instead of all the fucking mumble shit and the fucking swearing and trying to kill everybody for no reason and shit.
You can actually understand the lyrics.
Yeah, I think the music video is great as well. I mean, I've never been an Eminem fan, but I appreciate why he's good. And I listened to it, I was like, you know what, that's actually good. People should take note, not give him shit for it. Take note and do more shit like that. Because look at all the things that's top the records.
Because he got political.
The new Marilyn Manson, all these new things that are old bands coming back, they're getting all the big hits because no one cares about all the fucking old shit. Oh, I mean, all the shit that's around now, because they're all like one-hit wonders or TikTok stars and shit.
If you listen to, I live in Los Angeles, right? And all the songs on the radio are just old songs because no new music is any good.
Yeah, because no one cares about new music. You know, that's why I'm glad I play grunge.
I live in LA.
I play old music.
In fact, that's if you look on YouTube, it's video after video of nobody listens to new music anymore.
No, it's true. They don't, because it's not very good. There's occasionally, I like Ginger, a metal band. They're really fucking good. But they're not really new anymore. Well, they're the newest band I listen to, though. But they're a bit more experimental with them. They're really good, in my opinion. But there's not very many. I have to pick and choose, and a lot of them are more underground. You know.
Yeah, I wonder if the title of the video should be because new talent is not falling for the record deals anymore, right? Because the record deals are screwing them.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and you can do it on your own. If you get a good following, you don't need a record deal anymore. You know, if you don't have a good following, a record deal going to help. I mean, if you've got a bit of money as well, you can hire a manager, you can hire publicity. It's easily done online. And if you know what you're doing online, especially if you're younger, not like me, you know, they're all on TikTok and all these things. They know what they're doing, you know. It's easily done. It is a weird time to be in a band. When I was younger and doing bands, it was better in one way, but now it's better in another way. Because now I have official releases. I have blue tick on fucking Spotify. I have a music thing on my YouTube. I can even have an official TikTok. I got an email out the other day. Not that I don't even know what to do with TikTok. I'm just kind of looking at it. But, you know, I can do all that. And it cost me like 30 quid a year. And I get all the official stuff. It's like a record label. That's what they would give you, basically. They'd probably promote you more, you know, but because they have the money behind it. But again, if you sign a record label, you're not necessarily going to get anywhere because they can just shelve you. And then they own all the copyrights, so they can't. They can say, "Oh, you can't do anything." That's like, "Oh, fuck, we can't do anything. We'd have to write new songs, or you know, just stand here and do nothing." Because I've known bands, and even when I was younger, that got signed, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to do this," and then they got signed, and they didn't do anything. I never saw them again. It's fucking record labels suck.
They're evil.
Well,
yeah, and I think
they're just a corporation.
Girls, you don't have any or Eric, even, but you guys don't have any like non-skip records? You know what I'm talking about? Like a record you listen to that you don't skip any of the tracks?
In utero.
There's a couple
and all the
albums
he said. No, Eric's not allowed to talk.
No, actually,
no Nickelback is allowed.
you guys, honestly, you guys wouldn't like the music, but I mean, I will listen straight through a couple of the Chicago albums. I actually do like
great.
Chicago.
I don't hate
Especially
stuff like that. I just don't like Nickelback.
And Nickelback's hit and miss, really. But I do like them. I mean, it was one of our wedding songs, so I do have to always like it.
It's fair. It's fair enough. You're allowed to like things. I say it, but you know, I don't care if you like something. I just like to give you shit because everyone gives people shit for Nickelback, right?
But it's
like if you like at least you don't like Limp Bizkit, right? I mean, it could be worse.
I do like one or two songs.
I like the original album, right? I remember like when Limp Bizkit first started, they did, was it $3 Bill Y'all was their first album. I saw them and they supported Soulfly when Soulfly first did their tour with them because they did Bleed together. You know the song they did together.
Yeah. I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to Nickelback, or not Nickelback, but Limp Bizkit.
Right, Limp Bizkit, right? After that first album, they did that shit album with Rolling on it. And that's when they went downhill.
Chocolate, what?
The chocolate-covered starfish.
Chocolate-covered
starfish, yeah. It's a terrible album. And it's horrible. It's very commercial, and it kind of ruined alternative music for years. And he earned the #1 bricking list on everyone's list. Because everyone fucking hated him. Because he literally ruined alternative music. He made it commercial, and that's kind of what the downfall of that era was for music. Which is where Nickelback, Puddle of Mudd, all those they all fell into that kind of like genre, you know.
Yeah, I can't tell you last time I actually bought an album or listened
can.
to an album straight through anymore. I just don't do it.
Mine are always like bands I play with, though. I played
I
with a
used to
really
look
good band
forward
in
to-
Sheffield, man. You'd probably like them. They're really fucking chilled out. It's like a mix between Sonic Youth and indie.
Oh, okay.
Like indie
I
Sonic
used to
Youth.
look forward to going to the
Really
store
good.
and buying a new album.
Dude, I loved going there,
Really?
looking through them all, trying to see, oh, that looks
Yeah.
cool. I'll buy that and see what it sounds like. I've got loads of fucking CDs upstairs in my room.
Yeah, it's totally
Normally, if I
different
listen
now.
to a whole album, it's when I'm
Uh,
doing a workout, though, so... Or in the car, if I'm
Gamble
traveling.
sometimes,
I
right?
always listen to
Like-
music. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get.
Or buy
I've
an
got some
album
shit.
if you like one song, and the
Yeah,
rest of the album
exactly,
just
yeah.
kind of fucking.
But then sometimes
Oh,
you buy
I've
an album
bought
because you like
so
a
many
song, and
like
then you
that.
think that's the worst song on the album. The rest of the album is fucking amazing. So it just depends. I remember I bought Space Hog
That's
album.
happened,
I was
that's
like, the single was great, and then I listened to the album. I was like, the fucking album's amazing. I don't know if you know Space Hog. They're a bit of a underground band. I
Yeah,
guess.
Mongo City.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
They have a song
Like-
on the new
Mongo
Guardians of the
City.
Galaxy.
Oh yeah, they do. I forgot about that. They did. They became less underground from when I remember them. It was a long time ago. I just remember some Canadian band. Do you ever know Tea Party? The Tea Party from Canada?
No.
Probably not. They're probably more underground. Do you remember Cake though? Right, the band Cake. They did Going
Cake,
the
yes.
Distance. That
Yeah.
I always wanted to do a cover of that. I'm going. That song's so fucking good. Their cover of "I Will Survive" is one of the best covers ever made.
That guy
Yeah.
was part of an
That
'80s,
bass line. That's so good.
another '80s group, and I can't remember what they are. The guy
Well,
who
the
headed
singer.
that up, yeah, the singer. He headed up another '80s group, and I can't remember what the hell they were.
It would
Then he
make
went off on
sense,
his
though.
own.
Yeah, because Cake's so good. Like, they did a lot of covers. Obviously, they did a lot of random songs there. And they did Daria. Everyone remembers that. The spin off from Beavis and Butthead. I love Cake.
Yeah, I haven't.
Not
I
enough love for Canadian bands, I think.
I haven't had an album that I listened all the way through since the frickin' '70s.
No, really? Not even 90s?
Yeah. Not
I
even
mean,
the
Matt,
90s.
like you were saying, Antichrist Superstar, Astral Keep 2000, fucking amazing albums. I still listen to them today. Not even a Nirvana album. You didn't listen to a Nirvana album.
No,
or,
I didn't-
I
I
don't know what
like-
you like, but
I actually got some bunch of
Uh,
70s albums, but Animosity was probably the closest I ever got. Seven Dust Animosity.
yeah, I know. Seven Dust are amazing. I love Seven Dust. That first album's fucking great. The second album with the cover, the song they did with Skin was really good as well. I love that song.
Yeah, I like
Really good.
the Animosity album. I really liked. Some of the stuff
Yeah.
took me time to get into, but they got into a couple of those that were a little bit slower, and they had like a lot of weird sort of effects on the front of them that it
I
just
liked it
didn't work.
because I mean I always remember the first album because that's why when I heard them, and then I kind of got into obviously the other stuff after that. Was the first album just called Seven Dust? I think it was just called Seven Dust.
No, I think it was called Black, and the big
Was it called
song on
Black?
it was
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Black as well.
Yeah, that fucking song's fucking sick. That riff's so good. Yeah, Seven Dust. I hadn't thought about them in a while.
And then there's a new group coming out called, and I think they're from Belgium. It's called Gnome.
All right.
They've got a couple of songs out, and they're more like stoner rock, and I kind of like that.
I like stoner rock. If it's done well,
that's
it
kinda
can be
what I
cool.
grew up on.
Depends what you like. I mean, I like a lot of genres of music. I like chilled stuff. I like ska. I like reggae. I like rock. I like heavy stuff. Obviously, I like metal, but punk. But if it's good, it's good, right? That's the
I
thing, it
like
has to be
Heavy
good.
D and the Boys.
It's no like a psychedelic rock.
You
Yeah, I
mean
like,
like
some of that stuff.
the 70s?
Yeah.
or
Pink
just
Floyd would
playing rock
technically-
when you're on acid. I don't know.
Pink Floyd would technically be psychedelic. There's
Dude,
one in
my flanger I bought is the Pink Floyd fucking signature flanger. It feels like I'm playing Pink Floyd every time I turn that pedal on. It's great.
there was a
Cool.
group in the late 80s, early 90s called the Electric Boys, and they were from Sweden, and they kind of had like a funk.
Oh, dude, Sweden have some good bands. They really do. They have some good punk bands, but they have some good bands in general.
They only had one good album, and it was
Who's like that? What's that band I remember? Goober Patrol. You probably not heard them. They're very underground. because I was a skater, I listened to a lot of, watched a lot of skate videos. You hear a lot of really underground music from skate videos when you were like in the 90s. I've seen a lot of Swedish bands are very fucking good.
I take that back. There is one album that I have listened to all the way through, that I will listen to all the way through is Opeth.
Porky Park?
Opeth?
No,
Yeah,
Opeth's Sorceress.
Okay, that's good. That's not bad. I'm trying to remember.
You've only listened to one album all the way through?
It's not about recently.
Since the 70s.
We're talking about no skip albums.
No skip albums. Yes, I mean you put. I have a lot of them. Alan, me and Alan seem to have the same.
What
ones.
is a no skip album? What does that mean?
You listen to the whole album and not skip a track. Just the whole album.
Because you like it so much is the implication.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Purple Rain.
Like every song's a banger. Oh yeah, that's a great one. There you go.
Yeah. That is good. The Jimi Hendrix Experience. That's fucking good.
When the doves die.
Smash by Offspring is one of mine, to be fair. I love that fucking album. But that's my childhood.
You didn't say Smash Mouth. I was going to come
No, Smash Mouth. Fuck Smash Mouth.
That's what he was going to say.
Everyone should know the album Smash from Offspring. You've ruined it. Smash by Offspring is one of the best albums you'll ever listen to in that era of punk. It's so fucking good.
Evanescence.
No, band. It's like
Nickelback. Walking on the sun.
Smash Brothers. Well, honestly,
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers.
Got a new name now.
But no, Billy Joel. Piano Man.
Oh, there you go.
I get it. I do
almost
get
every
it.
single one of his albums.
Yeah.
Also, Bloody Sabbath. That's a fucking album.
Oh, speaking of the concert.
Also, what's it? Queen. What's the fucking second album called?
Jules.
That album as well. There's a lot. I have a lot of albums I wouldn't skip tracks on.
I will listen to the game straight through.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about their later compilation, Jules. That one you don't skip a track on that at all.
Which one? Queen?
Yeah, Queen Jules. It's called Jules.
Yeah.
What about what's it as well? I mean, I would never skip a track on the first Rage Against the Machine album. That fucking album's perfection.
It is a banger, dude. That is a banger.
Yeah, there's some good albums here, just so good.
Oh, speaking of concert prices, you guys were talking about them earlier. I haven't missed a Billy Joel concert in St. Louis since 1991. Oh, wow. I am priced out this year. I cannot go see it.
Yep.
I have never seen. How much is it costing then now? Is it expensive?
It's going to be over, well, to take my wife, it's going to cost almost probably $1,000.
What the fuck is this one guy?
Well, here's the thing. These guys.
And Sting's with him. I don't care to see Sting
like nowadays.
These guys are not making their money on albums. They're making their money on the live.
Yeah. They do, but they are overdoing it because they're already fucking loaded.
True. Well,
to be fair,
Billy Joel is a singer-songwriter, possibly maybe the greatest singer-songwriter of all time.
Subjectively.
In America. Fair enough. But for the Americans, he's kind of top of the heap. There's a few other guys that you could argue, mechanically for, but Billy is kind of the king of that in America.
So, what would you call the greatest rock person in America? I mean, Queen's always going to be mine because obviously Freddie Mercury's the best rock singer that ever existed. But
what's your question? They have to be way more specific.
I don't know. I lost like all my questions. Sorry. I was watching YouTube and then my picture appeared and went, shit, I forgot I haven't carried on drawing, and then I just lost what I was talking about.
Carry on. The greatest rock and roll band for driving around in a car, AC/DC,
rock and roll.
Any day.
ZZ Top.
I'm not a massive fan of AC/DC. They're okay. His voice.
Driving in a car, it's AC/DC.
No, Smash, Offspring. Seriously, do it.
No.
I love. You're the wrong age group. We're different age groups. That's the thing. That's what it is.
I'll try to correct that. As far as best rock band live,
ooh, that's what I've seen. That's hard. Best rock band, not metal band.
It's
best live band.
It's hard because I'm either going to say Iron Maiden or Alice Cooper.
Iron Maiden.
Black Sabbath for
Iron
me
Maiden
were
is
fucking
badass,
amazing.
dude. Yeah, no, I like them too, but I'm talking about live, right?
I am on about live.
Bruce Dickinson will blow your hair back, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you know what will fucking destroy you though? Live Slayer.
Oh yeah, they are good.
Yeah,
Kenny
fucking
G,
Slayer live, man.
hands down.
The atmosphere at a Slayer concert in a fucking arena is horrendously like, and then the mosh pits are ridiculous. But yeah, like literally, like everyone fuckers like, oh, like it's like you're on energy when Slayer start. I mean, I'm not a massive fan, but live,
well,
fucking hell, they're amazing.
I'm trying to answer your question. Freddie Mercury is the best pop voice of all time, and Queen is one of the best front bands. Although some people will go to the Beatles, I'll go with Queen any day.
No, I'll go Queen every single day. Wait, it's always
the best
from England.
Rock and roll voice. Ooh, Rob Halford.
No,
dude, Rob Halford is wicked.
Robert
Plant,
rock and roll voice.
Robert
Go rock and roll
yeah,
voice.
I like Plant. I do like Plant.
I was just about to say that, Robert Plant.
You got to say
Plant.
Steve Perry from Journey. Steve
that's
Walsh
not rock and roll
Kansas.
though, dude. That's not rock and roll.
I'd go Plant
pop.
for rock and roll. Plant easy for me, but that's going to be one of those like touch and go things. Like no one will ever argue Freddie Mercury, right? But
no,
you've got a bit of a.
I think
actually
I'd say Steve has a better voice than Freddie, but Freddie's a way better frontman. Freddie's one of the best frontmen.
Freddie Mercury's is his passion, is his fucking emotion, everything. He's everything in his voice. Like they're just singers sometimes, you know, but he's just everything. That's why he was so good.
Freddie's amazing.
Like,
he is. And someone
Freddie's
said
Freddie's got a really.
Yeah, go ahead.
Freddie's got like a 4-octave voice.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. Freddie's insane.
He can't be fucking beat, man. He's so good.
I'm not going to argue it, but someone said Meatloaf. Praise God.
I did.
Say praise God.
I mean, I don't know where they're going with that.
Yeah, I never really liked Meatloaf.
No, Meatloaf's awesome.
If Robert Paulson.
Like
any day, a fat boy like him, a big old chubbo like like
he was
Meatloaf,
great. He was
can get up there, dude. That is a big, fat, ugly, sweaty man, right? That's a big, fat, ugly, sweaty man.
He was good in,
and he
was great in
Rocky Horror. Yeah, no.
He was driving on the motorbike.
Well, dude, he's Rocky.
That's the best thing he ever did.
He is Rocky. Right? Literally, he is Rocky.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
but that's a big old sweaty fat guy, right? And
he is,
the women just freaking drooling over him, like praise God.
I know, it's just because he's famous. I feel like it must be.
No, it's his voice.
Otherwise.
It's the voice.
It is his voice. Yeah, he had a good voice. I can't deny it. But I'll only ever remember him in Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's a movie.
The best thing he ever did.
It's a movie I should hate. But
it's a movie a lot of people should hate, but we all love it because it's fucking amazing.
Freaking Curry,
although
I will tell you, and the music is so good.
Although I will say that the guy from Alter Bridge, God, now I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Oh, I know who you're on about. I know Alter Bridge. I can't remember either.
He also plays with Slash.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the band formed by the former members of Creed?
Yeah.
Creed. Oh, I can't stand Creed. They were like that, like Christian grunge band, and they were terrible.
That was my Creed.
Those guys, they traded up with the new guy.
Yeah, they have to because that guy couldn't sing for shit.
Yeah, I can't.
Scott Stapp? Were you kidding me? They're going back on tour. You believe that? Creed is?
They can make big money.
Just one last thing on Rocky Horror, though. One last thing needs to be said about Rocky Horror.
Yeah, I'm good.
That, in my opinion, you guys can disagree. That when he's coming down the elevator and he's tapping them heels is the best character entrance of all time.
No, it is. I 100% agree. And then when he just comes in with his strutting and then starts singing, it's like, you're amazing.
Instantly. He owns
It's like everyone loves that guy. He's like literally owns the entire film.
Yeah, and you know,
there's some good fucking cast members as well, and he just fucking pisses.
Well, you know how lucky we got though, because Tim, he was in the small theater production of it, and it was becoming very kind of cult popular. And when they decided to do the movie, they picked it up to do the movie. They had like a more famous singer star person to do Frankenfurter. But the guy couldn't. He wasn't pulling it off. And like, well, dude, just use the guy from the theater play. Like, well, we want an actor, and they're like, come on, just give him a shot, and they did, and that's how we got Tim Curry. I mean, imagine not having Tim Curry. He was legendary
forever. No, I can't imagine it. He was fucking the first Pennywise. He was fucking legend, the fucking demon guy.
Everything he
so
did
many
was
fucking good characters.
Killer.
Yeah, he's never done a bad anything. Even like the fucking hotel guy, it's fucking so good at everything.
Alan,
dude, we need another Tim Curry night, man. We've done it before, but we need another Tim Curry appreciation night.
Yes, we do. I have another I have an intervention I need to do with Alan.
An intervention.
Alan, an intervention. Alan, we're doing Robotech, not Jason the Wheel Warriors.
That looks like Robotech to me. Except
I'm doing
Mecha. Yeah, he's got the Joker.
I get the joke. Because that face down the bottom looks like Jason the Wheel Warriors to me.
Actually, it looks like the guy
Ronald
from
McDonald
Mecha, it looks like the paint. Yeah, that's the thing. It's got the Joker style.
I saw you.
But the Valkyrie is fucking great.
It is.
I was gonna draw a Valkyrie.
I can't see anyone's live stream at all.
Why?
I'm watching on YouTube. I'm not looking on.
It's showing that. Oh, here we go. It's taking a while. Some of them are not.
Eric
Chester's not showing. Oh, it's showing his face.
Yeah,
I can see you. Yeah, I think.
Hawkins, I can't see anything.
Eric has decided not to display.
Maybe just drop out and come back in, and maybe your internet's being a dick.
Yeah,
because I see everybody.
I get something went wrong. Refresh or try again later on the.
Sure. When I'm doing.
I clicked on Eric and it said close stream.
We only got 4 minutes, by the way. 4 minutes. But like I said, I know I keep saying this, but I know the media is not covering it at all. But these sunstorms are severe, and we're having a worldwide. There's a lot of trouble, and I don't know why the media is not talking about it. You think it would be something they'd be on?
Because they're talking about fucking bullshit riots and your fucking election and all that shit. That's what they're talking about. That's all they care about.
Can you see me now?
When I fucking what's his face asked me about the riots in England on Discord the other day. I was like, yeah, I've not seen any riots.
Rabbits is okay. Well, yeah.
Well, dude,
Rabbits is okay. Because it may look shit, but it's okay.
No, it looks good. Actually, I was worried for you. I saw the news, and there were riots in Nottingham, and I was like, oh no, Rabbit!
Yeah, you know, the day there was riots in Nottingham, I was in playing a festival. I was in a field drinking beer, playing music on a massive lorry. That's what I was doing.
He was in Sherwood that day.
No, I was in Warwickshire, the other direction.
Everyone's showing now. It just takes a while to load every time I click on someone.
Yeah,
the riots on what you're seeing online. That's not. It's just misinformation on social media and on the news.
It's politics, dude.
It is. That's why I just stay away. But like I say, I was in a field playing music. I posted a picture.
The media is desperate to tell me, especially here in Japan, that Kamala Harris is going to win easy.
Yeah, dude, I see. When I log into Twitter, all I see is English riots and American Kamala Harris Trump shit. That's all I see. There's nothing else in the world going on at the minute except for that.
They're discovering that a lot of these photos and some of these videos, they've been AI enhanced.
I bet. With Kamala? With Kamala? Yeah.
With Kamala, yeah.
Well, whatever. I don't give a she's a dumb.
Now.
So you know your American thing. So is it between her and Trump, or is there somebody else there that could actually win?
No, it's
that we're not actually hearing about.
Kamala, they're doing their best to ride their horse, but she's a moron.
I'm just curious.
You can't fix morons.
I'm just curious.
It's a two-party system, Rabbit.
It is.
They try to vote for the independent.
The thing is, it's the same here, right? Because I didn't vote for either
Kodos,
in power.
Kang.
But
was it Kang or Kodos?
I don't know what it's like in Australia. It's the same there. Is it the same there? Like you've got two. One is great.
Both, right? Vote for Kang.
It's Kang and Kodos. Yeah, Trump and Kamala. It's Kang and Kodos.
Yeah,
it's the same. Like here, it was like Labour and Conservatives, and I was like, I don't want either. They both fucking suck. Go fuck themselves.
Honestly,
I voted for the other people, but
my suggestion is this: just make Kurt Russell president.
Yes, do it. Do it now.
Yeah,
I would. I would vote for him.
Yeah.
I'm not even in America. I'll come to America and vote
Well,
for him.
you're an illegal alien. Come over. You can vote free. Go to California,
Yeah,
New York.
it's true. You come to us, you can probably vote for us too. That's how it
True,
works,
true.
right nowadays.
I am from Botswana land. You don't look like I am from Botswana land. I identify as Botswana.
That's it, yeah. Wait, isn't it Mexican? Don't I have to be a Mexican? Isn't that where the border people are coming from in your country now? I don't know where I don't know much about
No,
it.
just tell them
Border
you're
people.
transgender gay. But you haven't
the border
transitioned
people.
yet.
But yeah,
You'll
that's
be
it.
good.
I'll just wear a dress and
Yeah.
I've got a beard. It's fine. I'll just wear a dress.
Yeah.
I'll wear a dress.
And
That'd be
don't
fucking
shave your
hilarious.
legs. That's perfect.
No, dude, I don't have much hair on my arms or my legs. I'm pretty careless on that point. I have all my hair on my head and my beard.
It's true. I am perfectly hair balanced. That is true.
My brother's got a hairy back, hairy shoulder. He's really hairy. Me, I have no hair. It's all on my face and my head.
Well, my
Which is
son,
good, being a rocker.
from the
and all,
waist down, looks like an orangutan. From the waist up, he ain't got a stitch of hair on him.
That's even more weird.
Yeah, Japanese
That's
are like
very
that.
unbalanced.
It's
That's
very unbalanced. Yeah, I don't know why the Japanese.
So my
are
brother,
like that.
he's like hairy all over, and I'm hairy nowhere except for my head.
You
I
know
can
the-
grow a beard like no one else.
You know
but,
the
yeah.
creepiest thing though. I have my friend Ben that's on my a Night Owl show sometimes.
Yeah.
And we met over here in Japan. He was working for the government, and Ben's very German. Well, his name is Krauter.
Look at he's very German.
It's very German.
Very German.
Not the Scandinavian ones, the actual Germans. But he is one of the hairiest humans I've ever seen, and we used to go down to a beach and go swimming together. A whole bunch of the foreigners and some of the Japanese hanger-ons, right? We go down to a beach, and seeing him come out of the water, and his back hair acting as if it was head hair.
Back hair is just weird.
It's like it's the creepiest.
Even
thing
I'm
ever.
like,
yeah.
I always remember that, like in the Alien 4, you know, the guy who played the soldier, the general in Alien 4, and he's got the fucking, he gets out of bed, he's got that fucking hair coming out of his back like a fucking orangutan.
Yeah.
Carla's
Yeah.
ex-husband.
That's what you know what I mean. That's what I imagine. That shit's
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm glad I didn't have that. My brother
all-
has that.
Dan
Oh,
Hedaya,
yeah,
you're talking
but-
about, yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking
Matted
bad.
down,
He's,
wet.
he is funny.
Like
Uh,
a hairy motherfucker. He is funny. I loved him in Adam's Family. He's done some fucking good films, but
Yeah.
that hair. Oh my god.
Kang and
That's what I imagine. You
Kodos.
like Chester. You're old and tall. Do you not have hairy everywhere? You look like a fucking orangutan.
No, I actually have. I'm very Scandinavian.
You're just like me. You just have the beard and the hair.
Yeah. I don't have much
Yeah,
body hair
yeah.
at all. And
No,
it's very
I don't.
light.
I
You can't even
like,
see it.
literally, like someone said once, "Do you shave your legs?" No, I just don't have hairy legs.
Yeah, it's a Scandinavian blood, right?
Yeah,
So,
I guess. Yeah,
yeah,
it must be.
that's what
It
it
makes
is.
sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I'm English, so it makes more sense.
yeah. Well, the Gales
We
aren't.
were invaded.
the Gales aren't particularly hairy either. They're
Yeah,
more
what
so.
I find
than-
is weird though, right? How different me and my brother are, because he's very hairy, right? He's also like 6 foot something, so he's a lot taller than me. And he, like, when we tan, right? I tan like a normal golden kind of like surfer brown kind of color, right? Like not that, but he looks like Italian when he fucking died, and his hair's
Yeah.
almost black. It's weird how different we are.
Have you had a conversation
Very
with your
weird.
mother?
No. I mean, the thing is, he's probably more accurate to my family than they. I am the least. I take after my mum, and he takes after my dad. I think that's what it is.
Fair enough. Yeah, my
Right,
daughter.
but
looks
it's
like
just
me,
weird,
and my
right?
Son looks like my
Yeah.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah, that is what it's like.
I do have a question before Jeff blows the whistle.
The shit kazoo. That was
you,
almost
Jeff.
as shit as the beginning, because Jeff. I mean, come on, try harder.
Kang and Kodo, please explain this to me.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Kang and Kodo
Kang,
from in Simpsons when they ran for president. They both ran for president as
Two aliens.
Bill Clinton and Bob Dole.
Oh, all right. Okay, I've not seen it.
But there are two aliens in disguise. Those big aliens with the huge eyes. and
Kang. Okay,
tentacles.
yeah, now it makes
Okay,
sense.
I
Now,
get
the
it,
the
I
ones
get
that eat the people, the big, the one-eyed things. Yeah.
And then someone yells out, "I'm going to vote for a
It's
third
basically-
party. Throw your vote away."
It is, but
Throw
in
your
this
vote
country, it's not.
away.
Thankfully, you don't throw your vote away because those votes go to the seats, and they can
Well,
push laws.
You know,
in this country, I know it's
I'm
like
going
in
to go
your
take a
country.
look at the art here, but I do find it
I know
funny
that.
though because I hear right now the big thing that the Dems are pushing is Gaza, 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 right? We got to free the Palestinians, but we
No
got
one
to end the
cares.
war. Well, yeah, well, people are dying. But
No, I know they are.
the funny thing about it is, well, if you want to end the wars that are going on right now, then Trump would be your dude. I mean, if that's your thing, if you're all about, ending the war in Ukraine and Gaza and, some of the conflicts in Africa and the Sahel and, they're always at war, then Trump's kind of the dude you should be voting for then. I mean, he is the ultimate anti-war president.
Thing is, though, most of the people that cry about this don't actually even know what's going on.
No, it's weird, dude. It's really bizarre because, the Dems ain't going to end that shit. They're making money. Anyway, let's go over here and take a look here. We're going to start out with our Australian friend here, and he has taken a page out of Eric's book, and I approve, sir.
Yeah, I think I need to vote for Armoron this week.
It is really good. This is a great Macross look. He's got even in the Japanese, Makurosu. Yeah. Looks good. Macross Frontier.
He finished. I didn't finish my picture. It's good.
Amy, you got a lot of static coming on your microphone.
Really? I wonder what happened suddenly.
It seems
it
just
her?
like the signal. It is no. I can hear it. It
Yeah,
sounds
her
fine.
thing's-
It's just
her
it's more of a
thing's lit up.
signal thing, I think.
Oh,
He's getting
okay.
blasted by sunspots.
Yeah, she probably is, dude.
It's Chester's fault.
You
He
guys
mentioned
laugh,
it,
but
and now you're
it's
fucked.
serious stuff,
Yeah.
dude. We're getting hammered, man. I don't know why, because it's supposed to
I'm
be a
getting
solar
hammered.
minimum. It's not very minimal. Anyway, this is way
Oh,
killer.
my leg just popped.
Jeff,
Oh,
would
no.
you like to be harsh? Because I don't. This is one of the best things Armron's ever done, dude. That is so.
I can be harsh. He's more depth.
I can't be harsh with that. It's not. It's too good.
It's so killer, dude. I mean, we always
He
appreciate
stole the
your stuff,
logo.
but- well, yeah, he did. So what? But
Yeah, I just
Perfectly.
It's fine.
Oh, wow, it really is beautiful.
it is.
I just
beautiful.
picked I just picked
I'm glad I
yeah.
got all good.
He picked a good character. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. We picked Macross characters. That's a Macross character.
the corset is really well done, dude. It really is. It's amazing. Yeah, it's really good.
I've done it before.
Yeah, no,
see, he knows what he's doing.
just-
He's cheating.
I just like it's really good presentation, dude. If you like what Armoron's done, please vote for the straw poll. I'll have to wait and see, but so far it's kind of I'm leaning that way.
It is good. No, it is good.
Now Amy
It's
is
finished.
going sepia.
Sepia.
Yeah, she's gone sepia today.
Oh no, yeah, I already looked at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of
Seen
doing
that, seen
10
that, seen that.
lines
I've
and
seen
sort of
Melissa's.
enjoying that. But I'm kind of like, I should try and figure out what to do with it color wise.
No, go back
And
to
I
sepia.
think you said
No,
that was
it's
good?
fine. Yeah, I'd leave it as it
Yeah,
was.
go
That
back to
looks
what it
fine.
was. Yeah, it looks
just,
good.
Yeah, just leave it like
Um,
that. That's nice. Yeah.
Now this
Oh,
is
that's amazing.
this is straight out of one of the later Robotech. This is not Macross. This is Robotech. This is when they completely broke away from the Macross storylines altogether, and I do like it. I do believe this is the one where the story mainly takes place on a transformed world. The humans had completely transformed and made a green planet, and of course they ended up having a bunch of terrorist actions and stuff. I think it's from that story, but it looks really, really good. Would you like to be mean, Jeff?
I can't be mean.
Yeah, I like
he
it.
can.
I like it. It's
He's
cute.
just Not.
Cute.
Ravu ravu, as the Japanese would say.
They do. They have some weird.
Dabba dabba duba?
Love it ravu. Love,
It's
love.
the way they
Love
say,
it
it's the
ravu.
way they say their stuff because they
Love it
can't
up.
say English words properly.
No, they can't. They can't. They don't even bother, really.
No, it's great. I like the way they say.
Yeah. They either call me.
So the way they say C weird. They go sh, like it's weird.
No, it is weird. But usually they just call me sensei, so fair enough, right? Easy. But sometimes someone will say Bazubi-san or Chesuta-san or Chetto-san. Yeah, they can't even.
Giant San.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I get
don't know.
Gutaba all the time. Yeah, Gutaba.
Titan. It's a
Gutaba.
fucking Titan.
Gutaba is how they say Gulliver, by the way.
Is it? Well,
Yeah.
that makes
Oh.
sense.
Gulliver
yeah.
travels giant.
I was trying to think some Japanese. I haven't spoken.
Gariba,
Japanese
gariba.
in ages. I'm trying to think of some good words.
You know, whatever. They're Japanese. They don't really care.
And they're kids. They are kids. So I mean, that's fine.
It's true. Well,
Especially
actually,
for like
you know, an
what, like
interesting
7 foot
thing
tall?
on that though with the Japanese, the average 20-year-old Japanese person is not what you would imagine a 20-year-old would be. Matter of fact, I would say the average American 20-year-old is more equivalent to a Japanese 30-year-old. They're very childlike. They have a weird innocence about them, and they grow up very slowly.
That's kind of cool though. That is kind of cool.
I'm not hating
like
on
that.
it. I'm not hating on it.
No, I like that.
I actually like it. It's a kind of a nice little quality to have. But who knows? Because the government is absolutely in full-on panic because of yesterday's earthquake, but because it happened along the trench.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's something real, right? That you're panicking about, as opposed to the shit everywhere
Well,
else.
true, but the problem with the trench is they are expecting any day or year or decade, soonish, they keep saying, the mega quake, and that thing's going to
I mean,
take
to
out.
be fair, Japan is waiting to destroy itself.
It is.
I mean,
That's
everything
why-
they do is all about it. So
Personally, I think they should buy Patagonia and just move everybody there.
just move everyone out of the yeah. Just watch Japan implode from over
Yeah,
there.
just go.
Oh, goodbye, Japan. You did us proud for a few years. We're going now.
Because Patagonia is basically wasted. The Japanese would turn that into a concrete jungle perfectly in about 10 years, I'd say.
Japan, they're very good at what they do, but
Yes, they
yeah,
are.
they also do love their own destruction.
Well, it is. I know.
That is their favorite
I'm
show.
an idiot who lives here, right?
Do you think there's enough room in Malta for them?
No,
We're not.
no.
They can come here. I wouldn't. I think we're smaller than Japan.
I
Japan's quite
personally
small,
think
but it's-
Patagonia would be the best place for them.
Yeah.
It's very similar environment. It's on a continent instead of being an island chain, although there are islands out there. But I think that would be a really good. I've thought about this. So anyway, if you like what Amy has done, please vote for the straw poll. We also have Eric that has gone full on Valkyrie. Good on you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, he did the half plane thing, right?
Yeah, he did. He did. There, one of the.
I always like that. The only thing it's missing is all the fucking missiles shooting out from the S.
Missiles and the sticker or the labeling all over the plane and everything. Yeah, I ran out of time.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh.
I ran out of care.
Well, no, like I said, I bought myself. My son.
Your son.
Yeah, my son.
That's son, yeah. You
One
bought
of
it yourself, your son, yeah.
I got a few of those actual models like that. But here, I don't know if they sell them overseas. I would assume so. I'm not
They
sure.
do, because I bought my brother one.
But
I
it's
bought
like
my brother one of them.
way
It's
top
fucking
end
sick.
die cast metal. It's amazing, right?
I have the only thing I have that can probably top that is Evangelion.
Evangelion,
Unit 1.
yeah.
Unit 1, and that is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That shit's better. That's the only thing that's better.
I have a really nice one of those, super ultra quality Manjinga Z though. I have.
Oh, that's cool. That's also cool. So we all have cool shit.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's really cool. I love it's in the half plane mode, which is really neat.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because it actually has 3. It has the fighter
It's
jet,
very
has this,
accurate.
and then we'll see the other one here in a minute. But a Valkyrie is very iconic part of Robotech. I also like the bike that turned into armor.
Which is absolutely nothing to do with Macross.
No, but it's still cool as hell, dude.
But it's Robotech.
That's super cool. If you guys like what Eric has done, please vote for the straw poll. Melissa has done one of the. It's the girl character that her sister is doing as well.
Yeah, you both love her.
Oh, what a cool drawing!
Oh, that's right. You guys are near the Fountain of Youth in Florida. That's right. You're American.
Fountain of Youth. Is that where Florida is? I thought that's where crocodiles and death live.
Oh, that too.
Actually, Florida is like the only
There's
place
no
in the
death
world
without
where you have
life.
like local version. We have like a native species of alligators, crocodiles, and caiman in like one environment.
It's more the Florida man thing.
It is.
Oh yeah, we have.
Well,
That's what scares me.
When I lived down
I
there,
know you're not. I know you're not Florida man. You know what I mean. I'm sure
well, when I lived down in that area, Mobile, I was in Pensacola as
That's
well.
a weird thing.
What we used to do, it's the stupidest thing, but we used to take our T-shirts off, throw it over the head of the alligator, grab that tail, and see how far we could pull them.
You know, whenever I think of Philip, where you are, I always think of Police Academy. Is it Police Academy 5? When they go there? You know what I mean? Please tell me somewhere around.
Maybe I stopped watching by that number.
No, I know. I mean, the first, anything with Mahoney up to 3 was amazing, but there was one when he went to Florida, and it was really fucking funny. I'm trying to remember what it is. That's the first time I ever heard about Florida. Really. Was it part 3 when they went to Florida? Yeah. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm glad you remember.
They lose Mahoney. Mahoney's not in it. No, maybe it's part 2.
It might be because Mahoney fucks off with the air balloon in 3.
Yeah, he was only in 1 and 2, I think. And,
maybe he's
like,
right. Maybe he's 1 and 2. Then
they probably wanted it.
Right.
I think he was doing like, what was it? Bloody 3 Men and a Baby and all those.
Oh yeah.
3 Men and a Baby. And,
was that Bobcat Goldthwait or Sam Kinison?
Goldthwait was
we talk about
Bobcat was in that.
Bobcat.
Fucking Jones was the best character anyway. I mean,
there's a funny meme with him. Yeah. Funny meme of him. So he's the narrator for the last 4 years.
Oh, fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, he was in Spaceballs, for fuck's sake. Anyone who's in Spaceballs wins.
Well, we're looking at Melissa's piece here, and I'm waiting for her to press the play button.
Oh, there's more. I didn't realize there was more.
I'm sorry. I got waylaid a couple of times and couldn't finish and couldn't really do any animation.
I love the guy in the background. Okay. The guy in the background is so spot on for.
Spot on. Yeah, he's spot on.
They're spot on. I love that guy in the background.
The captain.
He looks fucking awesome.
They both came out really great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks,
but no, you're right. The captain is spot on.
The one in the back is great. Yeah, it's really good.
It's very cool.
He's a fun character.
Appreciate it.
He is. I don't know which one. I probably like the Star Blazers captain better, but he is a good captain. Yeah.
There's some good captains. Like Nadesco has a good captain.
Harlock.
That's a good captain. Harlock, yes, good, very good.
What was that other one? Was
Cobra, Space Adventure Cobra? I mean, I don't know.
Tyler. What was that one? Tyler, Captain Tyler or something?
Irresponsible Captain Taylor.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So you guys know Robotech?
Yeah, that was
That's interesting, girls. So you enjoy Robotech?
Yeah. We went and looked up some episodes on YouTube earlier to kind of find out like what it was about, and it was really neat.
Yeah. So you basically did your due diligence. The rest of you listening to this,
I've already seen Macross. I don't have to watch Robotech.
Okay. Good job.
Well,
good job.
Lyndon May was like
most of
12
us
years
already
old.
know. Most of us already know this shit, I suppose.
That's true. But if you like what Melissa's done, please vote for her in the straw poll. Now, Rabbit has done...
I love that you went over to it. I did a sketch because I was drunk.
Now, this is Macross, and I don't know...
It's Macross 7 from Macross 7.
Okay.
It's the daughter of Max and the mayor from the first Macross, or you'd call it Robotech.
Okay, and I don't know this character at all.
I'm trying to remember her name. Someone tell me her name. I can't fucking remember.
She's cute.
I'll tell you in a second.
Is she the cute bossy character, or the cute?
No, she plays
adorable.
Bass. No, she plays bass.
So she's the innocent,
Mylene. It's
quiet
Mylene.
one. Okay.
From literally Macross 7 is about a band trying to save the universe.
Yes, I know.
The bloody soundtrack is awesome,
music, dude. It's fucking amazing, dude. It is so good. It's like some of the best Japanese music ever. The guitar is so good. Yeah, dude, it's one of the best series ever.
Is that what that really Daft Punk video is?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Daft Punk got like some anime and they put their music over the animation.
Macross 7, all it is it starts off with the main character going out in a Valkyrie. He has a guitar attached instead of missiles, and he's trying to like change people through music. be playing fucking the best rock shit ever.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
It ends up
lame
fine,
and gay.
No,
lame
it's not
and gay.
fucking lame. Like, what's Bill and Ted about?
That's
What's Bill and Ted
also
about?
lame.
And
That's
gay.
the
Are
joke.
we allowed to cancel Chester?
That's the whole joke. It's lame. They are lame.
No, I know.
Bill and Ted are
you
lame.
not watch Macross 7. You should probably watch it.
No,
It's more to it than that. It's very deep. It's very good.
I have
music's
the
actually
not
fucking
lame
amazing.
engaging
Road to us.
rabbit.
You can go and watch your Robotech and be
I will.
America, or you can watch the Japanese stuff, which is better.
Yeah, America.
I mean, obviously.
But if you guys like where Rabbit is on, please vote. It is a great piece of art, though. If you like where Rabbit is on, please vote for the show poll. Now let's go see Jason the Wheel Warriors from Alan. Owl Comics.
Oh, I didn't finish today. I was
Ronald
too
McDonald.
ambitious.
I love the
Valkyrie.
color, though.
I hope the Valkyries at Ronald McDonald. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
Come on,
let me pull
YouTube.
out.
I can't bother
There we
to
go.
Discord.
Now, of course, he's done the Valkyrie in the humanoid form, the robot form. But McDonald's version of it, Ronald's
Yes.
particularly.
But I mean, next time we do one of these, I'm gonna get Alan's advice of what I should draw first and do something random. Because you have the best ideas. I don't know where they
He
come
does.
from. I don't know how you get them. It's like, oh, I'll do this. Why?
Well, you see, Rabbit,
How?
when you're a Mexican American, you have to.
Who lives in LA?
He lives in LA. It's fun. It's fun. It's extra
Be in
funny
Spanish.
because he's Cuban. That's why it's actually funny. You see?
He was born in East LA, was he?
Yeah.
Like the movie?
Goodness, every time that I make that joke, I just Cheech and Chong comes in my head. Mexican American.
I love that shit.
Well, that was a popular movie when it came out on VHS.
Which one?
Born in East LA, Cheech Marin.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Bruce
yeah,
Dillon.
Cheech Marin. Yeah. Yeah, no, Cheech is man. Those two guys were crazy good comedians. They were funny.
And his song, he's like born in the USA. His parody song.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, those guys are funny, man.
Yeah, that's it.
The Bruce Springsteen song. Awesome. If you like what Ellen's done, please vote for the straw poll. I do believe that is everybody. It is. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at any kind of draw along stuff we got and any kind of angst we may have gotten from Doug. And we'll check that out. You guys go ahead and vote, and I'll come back to that in a second. So let me go over here and let me bring that up. And then let me go ahead and see if I can find anything here. So that would be draw along. Yeah, there we go. All right. Ooh, I do have stuff. I got something from a JD. Haven't seen him for a while. Did you drive him away or something, Eric?
Oh, I did. I said, don't you ever come back.
Never. Now, this actually is pretty good. He restrained himself. It's not bad at all.
No, I liked it. Look good.
Yeah. The Macross figure that was also a Transformer known as Jetfire. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He
I'm
does
not
know
seeing
his
anything
lore.
on your stream.
Oh, maybe I'm not
You're
sharing.
showing your phone.
What do you need?
Oh no, you are sharing. It's not showing here though.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
no.
sharing that screen. Let me go share the proper screen.
Oh, Melissa's looking at it.
No,
so
it's
she's got
no.
it going.
I'm seeing it now.
Yeah, I got it up. Okay. I'm sorry I didn't think about your feelings, Jeff. But anyway, this is great, JD. Good job, dude. And a little bit of lore.
He's got all the design elements in there. Yeah.
He does, man. Now, Elrod decided to do one of the main characters here from later Robotech, actually. And it's great. It's very nice. Look at that. It's very, very cool. And of course, I always thought, and you tell me if I'm wrong, Eric. Now, of course, Robotech came out in the mid-'80s, right? And I always felt that the uniforms and the helmets, and I think Elrod has captured it really well here, but you go look at the art yourself, was kind of glomming onto the original Battlestar Galactica.
Maybe
And
that
the
makes
Vipers.
me maybe a bit like
The Vipers. Yeah.
American Air Force type stuff as well.
Yeah, but yeah, I just always felt it was very Viper-esque. But I love that too. You know, it was much better than that crap they came out with the Almost, who I do like. But anyway, thank you very much, Elrod. Now, Jason Gonzalez or Thunder Rat. Wow, he did a full piece today, dude. Look at that.
He's got a comic out coming out soon, you know.
Because usually he just gives us the scritchy
keep
scratchy
your
level,
attention to that shit.
and it's amazing. This is
he's not
really
posted
good.
anything, has he?
I mean,
He's been. Have you guys signed up to his comic?
No,
I don't think so.
Well, he should come over here and promote it. What are you doing, Jason?
Yes. Come on, dude. Thunder Rat, come on.
Well, maybe he's not ready yet. I don't know. He's
Dude, that is killer, dude.
Hang on. I'll find it.
That is super killer, man. Super killer. Elrod did another thing here, and he's like
Jason Gonzalez, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Jason Gonzalez or Thunder Rat.
It's called Masterless. His signs up. Yeah, he should be promoting this. It looks really good. It's oh, dude,
So,
you need to look at it.
Elrod.
Where's the link?
Elrod is making fun of anime hair. Good. Okay. Very good.
That proves.
And he also did Robert T. Tech.
Oh, Robotech. Oh, that's cute.
Robotech, get it? Robotech.
Or annoying.
Yeah, sure enough.
I get it.
Oh my god.
His
Last
name,
night I liked the
his name is
Doctor Doom.
Bob.
Oh.
I hadn't seen that. So
Yeah,
yes,
Doctor
from
Doom
yesterday,
last night.
yeah. And of course, he's also decided to share with us that he says Melissa has an audience. They would vote, but they have no thumbs. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's interesting. He displays it on his TV. That's cool. Yeah, I guess I'd do the same if I were watching, huh? Yeah, no, that's neat. Yeah. Yeah, these modern TVs are handy. I have to say that.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're handy. But very good. Let me go over and see what kind of anger that Doug is up to today.
Anger. Oh, that's right. How do I share another screen?
Raptor 1, Raptor 2, Raptor 3.
How do I share another screen? Oh, there we go. All right, share screen. All right.
Yay!
I'm showing my Twitter, and it has
buy our
Jason
green
Gonzalez's
tea. It's
master
good for
class
you,
on it.
okay? And let me say this in English, so you understand what I'm saying. He's not Indian, but go with it. I have translation. Now I know I have translation, but I want to make sure you get it right.
That
Kill all
so
the Jews.
offensive, it's
There will come a
fantastic.
day that you will see far more
It's the most
radical
offensive thing ever.
extremists and terrorists. Thank you, sir. Coming out of Europe because of the lack of
Where's the pointing?
decision making. So he's blaming the politically correct. He's saying what we're saying. You are
Yep.
correct, sir. Okay.
Oh, all right. So when you, how much more?
that
Sorry.
guy's pretty funny.
I'm sharing Jason Gonzalez's thing on my screen because.
Oh, okay. I'll come back to it in a second here. I'm looking at an angry black guy right now.
He's pretty funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're allowed to be angry, I suppose. Yeah.
No, it's pretty funny. Yeah, he complains about what he's doing, but once he realizes what he's creating with the Rubik's cubes, there's a picture of his face.
Oh, they're not,
yeah.
by the way.
Okay.
And he just
Been
loves
200
it.
years.
Yeah.
They gotta calm the fuck
That
down.
is freaking gorgeous. See,
Gorgeous.
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Oh, that was a labor of love.
That's funny. Yeah, no,
Aw.
that is a labor of love for sure. That was super cute. What do we? America can never be invaded. Okay. Oh no. Diversity is our strength. Oh, this is Final Destination. Yeah. No, not fun. You people aren't. I want more fun stuff. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's game time.
Cute animals are good.
Let's go. Going in the
I'm
game.
sure I can find some fun stuff. I got you fun stuff last time I was on the show. I showed you the trailer to the new freaking Terrifier movie.
Ah, that's
It looks
cool.
like claymation.
No, that's Frank Frazetta, right? Norseman.
Frank Rosetta. That's what I want to do. That's what I was doing when I was trying to work on
Collectibles,
my,
yeah.
portraits.
That is super cool. Sarah Frazetta making money off of Grandpa. Sweet.
I mean, you may as well, I suppose.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I mean, you may as well. If you can, right? I suppose. We always need to make money. Seriously, you should have a look at this when you've done looking. You're trying to find your cute thing. I just think this looks really good. I don't see much of it yet, but
It's a platypi.
There is a platypus?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. America.
America. America.
I'll always remember that movie. The puppets. Ducka. America. Fuck yeah. I can't remember.
Team America, World Police.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
well
in America. I always loved that movie. It was so fucking dumb. It was
The
so
unrated,
spot on,
uncut version is just
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's like literally so spot on. It's fucking hilarious.
There's not a lot of people are angry today.
Aw, it's too bad.
Very
Yeah,
good.
don't scroll on my
Very
Twitter.
good
All I
job,
see is
young
angry
man. No, we're
English
gonna watch this
Americans.
again. That's awesome. We're gonna watch that again. Hold on a second. This is how you put your coat on very quickly. Up, boom. Sweet.
Wait, who did the Valkyrie? Who's that Valkyrie?
Good job.
He's so proud.
Stop it.
It's great. It's great. It's great. Yeah.
I'm
Legendary
behind.
W.
Yeah, I've
Good.
done that before.
Yeah. I live in England. I'm English. I live in China. I'm Chinese. Okay. Yeah.
Not
I don't
bad.
think I'm gonna find
Yeah, usually
anything
a
fun.
shield. Usually a shield for the CCP.
The guy putting his jacket on. He wasn't bad at all.
Aw, AOC when she was actually being normal human. Somehow she's made $29 million. Good for you, girl.
I'd like some
Is
money
it
like that. That'd be
bartender?
great. I could buy the
Yeah.
guitar I wanted, and it'd be great.
Yeah. Now I'm.
Does
You know.
Congress-
Go ahead, Amy.
Does Congress pay anywhere near $29 million?
No, they don't. They get 300,000 and some odd a year. But no, they make their money off of speeches and also giving. These companies come in and say, hey, if you vote for me on the floor, we'll take care of you. That's how that works.
Maybe I should write
And you know
speeches.
what?
I mean,
It's
I
not
write lyrics.
illegal, which is shocking. But I know you guys like to bust on her because she is a moron. But look at that body, dude. That girl was freaking banging, dude.
Yeah, she's not ugly.
I don't even know what you're
She's
looking
dumb.
at anymore.
She's dumb as hell,
Dumb.
but she's dumb as
I
a
mean,
brick. Yeah.
if you want to look in the dumb, it's fine. It's not like you're hanging out, right? I guess.
I mean, she has got one of the best sets of. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
You
Anyway.
can say whatever you
Onward
want.
we go.
I don't care.
I'm
No, he can go on, but he needs to
Big ol'
carry
Benny.
on, then revert back to Jason Gonzalez's comic, which is coming the fall.
Yeah, I'm not gonna find anything fun today. I think, guys.
There's a crocodile on this page.
Yeah. Oh well,
Go
I'm gonna
for it.
have to give up. I give up. Oh well, it's
Go
not a
to
happy
my,
day.
Go to my page. Go to my page and look at the one page, and you'll be like, "Oh, that was really cool."
Okay.
It's not my
So
art. I'm not
we got to hear
promoting
from
me.
Doug. I got it. Oh God, he's giving me something to read again.
Oh, never mind.
He's a poet.
Alrighty, here we go. All right, you maggots, listen up. Or should I say faggots? I don't care if you've got a pencil in one hand and a sketchbook in the other. You better drop that nonsense. Right now, damn it. Do you know what I see when I look at you lot doodling those big-eyed, spiky-haired abominations? I see weakness. I see a disgrace to the uniform. Anime? Really? What is this? Kindergarten? You think drawing some wannabe superhero is going to get you into the Hall of Fame? Newsflash. Einstein, it's a one-way ticket to Loserville. You think that scribbling those glorified cartoons is going to impress anybody? While you're off pretending to be some frickin' ninja, there are real heroes out there. Real soldiers, men and women who fight for our freedom. And you're here. You're here drawing oversized helmets and ridiculous outfits. Good grief. You made me so ripshit mad. Did I do a good
Can
job?
Jeff reread that as Arlie?
You know what? I need him to make the new fucking Ren and Stimpy style cartoon because he could make the best thing I've
he'd
ever
kill
seen
it,
in my
dude.
life.
He'd kill it.
It'd be
Yeah.
so good.
Kill it. Hopefully I read it the way you
produce
wanted it.
write it. Oh
read.
my god,
Done.
it'd be so good.
Anyway,
Can we not make it? We know an artist, right? We can get the guy that what's his name? Mike Show. He's a professional animator. We should try and get them together and make this fucking thing. It'd be so good.
He's had enough of our nonsense.
Yeah,
So,
when I post my picture up on Twitter, he's gonna like it. He'll like it though.
He always likes it, but he secretly hates it. What's the next week? What is next week?
Next week we're off.
We are.
Why?
Because
and we come back to Alien Romulan.
You guys can do if you want, but I'm being dragged to a northern city.
Oh, you're away, is it? That's why you're away. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm fine because I'll do Alien Romulus because I'm going to cinema to see that. I have to. That's going to be like the movie for me.
No, I hope it's good. Yeah.
I hope it's good. I do. It looks good. So. It's by Evil Dead director. I mean, I didn't see how it did. The face hugger sucking on the face. It looks so good. It's very Evil Dead. It's like Evil Dead and Aliens mixed together.
It. Looks like they went back to like horror, which I kind of like. Well, that's what the
that's it. It's like you're going like Alien meets Evil Dead. That's why I think it's going to be really good. Because he did the Evil Dead remake, the original one, right? And I rewatched that recently. I watched it the first time. I was like, rewatched it recently. Like, this is really fucking good. It is really good. So
but it's honestly missing the most important scene that it should have had, and that's Ash popping through that elevator and saving.
No. I'm not on about Evil Dead Rise. I'm on about the remake of Evil Dead, the original 2013 version.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
that one.
Evil Dead 2.
That is. Well, technically, and no, because I didn't like it that much when I first saw it, but after rewatching, I'm like, yeah, this is fucking really spot on. It is spot on.
It was really good.
The horror and creepiness is very good, and that's the guy that's directing this movie. Not the Alien, not the Evil Dead Rise one. That one, I think it's gonna be really good.
I like the look
he
of
gets
Evil
Sam
Dead
Raimi
Rise.
Though, so Evil Dead Rise is fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, that guy you
fucking
give him,
fantastic. It has so much quirky shenanigans there, and it owes so much fucking honor to the original.
Yeah,
like the eyeball pop into the mouth. Like that shit's fucking.
I
amazing.
gotta vote, Rabbit. Let me see here. Who won the Drone Recorded Fan Edition Robotech Challenge? I have 6 choices. My first one is Amy Robot Unicorns Miller. I don't think that's her name.
Miller.
Yeah, it auto-filled it by accident. So.
No, it's okay. We're going to call her Miller from now on.
Miller
time.
You're now Mike's daughter, I guess.
Yes, I guess so.
His second daughter.
Well, I mean, she's got brothers now.
Fair. That's true.
A lot
brothers.
of them.
Yeah. But
Go ahead.
Crackly.
Yeah, I know. We're getting a lot of that.
I can't hear any of it.
Well,
non-stop, yeah.
I can't hear anything. It's all clear for me.
It is a lot of crackling. But you know the interesting thing about that? Miller, of course, is a person who works at a mill. You know, it's pretty easy to understand. But do you know what Lester means?
It's down the road from me.
You work at the mill west?
That's true. It's literally down the road from Nottingham.
Yeah, but do you know what a lest is? It means your name. Do you know what it means?
No, I mean, I thought
Oh.
I thought it was a variant spelling of Leicester, England.
Yeah, but it has
and I
meaning.
thought
Everything
it was
has
a camp
meaning.
or something, but
I'd like to
No,
know.
well, close. It means military camp or fortified place. A person
So what
who
does my
is
last name
of a
mean then,
fortified
Chester?
place. What?
What's my last name mean?
I don't know.
My last
Rabbit.
name's Wolf.
Rabbit
No,
means.
it's Wolf. My last name is actually Wolf.
Well, is it the Scandinavian wolf or is
It's
it
the one with the E at the end.
Oh, okay. Well, then it means Ulfr, which means a person or a follower of the wolf or the way of the wolf.
Yes, that's cool. I'm good with that. I was just curious.
Yeah.
That's nice.
What's my name?
Huh?
What's mine?
Yeah, what's my name? What's my name?
Yeah, what's my name?
You put your phone in
What's
now.
mine mean?
It's my fault. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
What's my name? What's my name?
Okay.
I got German. I got German names, so yeah, you'd struggle, maybe.
No, why would I struggle?
He's a philologist. He knows everything.
Yes, I am. Well, let's see, one at a time. Hawkins is often attributed to being a British name. It's actually Irish, and of course, it means to crescent or to arc. And a lot of people think it's just a person who is a hawker or a person, a falconer or something like that. But actually, it doesn't. It means the movement of the hawk, not the actual bird.
That's actually more badass, to be fair.
Yeah. Let's see.
And you live closer to England than me, apparently. So.
Do I?
No. He said he's Islandish, right? That's England. My name was definitely not English. I know that.
Well, anyway, let's see. Moving down the road. Well, hold on. My brain's working here. Alonso is a Spanish version of a Hebrew word which means noble and ready.
Just googling it.
Yeah, noble and ready, but for what?
Yeah.
I'm like a Little Caesar's pizza, hot and ready.
You are.
And I'll disappoint you at the end.
You're right. Of course, Melissa literally means honey. I don't know what Armron's real name is.
No, I don't either. That's true.
But yeah, no, I guess I can do this all day. But yeah, I think Alan has the coolest name.
I don't know. My last name's Wolf. I don't know how.
Wolf. It is kind of a spiritual name. A spiritual name. My name means forest lord. So anyway,
your name's just stupid overall. Though you'll have like 5 names in your name.
No, Chester Cornelius Busby III. That's not.
I mean, that's like the even counts. You know that counts.
It's a lot.
There's a the in there.
It is. That's true. But anyway, let's go back to what I was doing here. All right, so I can vote for Amy Robot Unicorns Lester, Augmentation Armoron, Eric Roboscaped Hawkins, 10 points. Yeah, you get 10 points for that. Yeah, definitely. Melissa Mechanized Fluffy Puppies Lester. You could have went a different direction with that, Jeff. Okay. One Doomed British Steel Rabbit. And Alan, what is it? Barrowbot Alonso. What is a Barriobot? Barriobot. Oh, okay. The Barrio, I get it.
That's a tamale steamer.
Now Barrio actually is very similar to the girl's family name, meaning encampment. But for you guys, Barrio has a little bit different meaning, I think. How do the Spanish see the word barrio? How would you
community?
Just community, yeah, because it does mean camp.
Yeah, it's like it means like your pueblo, your little tribe where you live. Like
yeah. It doesn't have military connotations like the
neighborhood.
Girls do, though.
Neighborhood.
Neighborhood, sure.
No. It means like neighborhood to us. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Barrio. I guess for the people who live in the cities, the word for neighborhood would be ghetto. Nice.
Or neighborhood, you know.
Oh.
I was trying to be comedically racist, Rabbit.
I mean, you can try, but
in the ghetto. You know, people don't give Elvis enough credit. That guy actually could really hammer when he wanted to. Yeah.
I don't know. I was just thinking Eric Coleman every time I hear that. Every time. That's
all
I hear when I hear that.
Anyway, what am I doing?
So every time I hear Sail Away, it's always Eric Coleman. You voted, right?
I am voting.
Did we get the straw poll?
It's in the YouTubes.
My name is Amy.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't get the live chat in the Discord from the YouTube, but I guess you can't do that. You have to. You can do that if you're doing it on the other thing.
Okay, I voted.
Yesterday,
Yesterday
I couldn't see the chat from Mike's stream. So I didn't know if anyone was talking. I was like, wow, this is
I
a
could
quiet
see-
chat tonight.
Yeah, we were. Yeah,
It was
we were
completely
having a whole
opposite
bunch
for
of
me.
problems last night.
I couldn't see the video, but I could see the chat. I could see the
Um,
chat running along, and no video though.
It was a
Is
good
it
time.
like
I
that-
didn't
that
join
era?
last night. I got the link. I was like, I can't do it, and it looked fine when I looked it. Like I looked in like half an hour in, and I was like writing my lyrics for today, and I was like, oh, it looks fine. There's some doomed things, and my favorite was Alan's. I don't care about everybody else's. Alan made the best picture. MF Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. It was great. Everyone else was like, I mean, yeah, they were good, but they weren't very imaginative. That was the thing. Like Mike's and because they're all very good artists, but they're not very. Sometimes they're very fun. It was what we were missing was Matt, because Weldon was on last week when we did Akira.
Yeah,
And
you had to get ready
Costin
for
wasn't
it.
there either. I saw him. Mike Costin wasn't there either, was he? Actually thinking
Let's
about
see
it.
here in the
Costin.
chat. People are getting in on the etymology. Ethereal Dragon says, one of my ancestors' last name is either Polish for mom, if there is supposed to end with a rif, or is Hebrew for money. So, Kesef? Your name is
So many
Kesef?
things.
Interesting. You just gave yourself
It looks
away.
like-
Don't give hints to freaking philologists.
I mean, to be fair, my name is obvious. It's on everything. I remember when Mike was like, "Oh, that's your real name. It's on my Instagram." You know.
We'll be back in a minute.
That's interesting to literally your family's name is Money. Although there is an
That's
Eddie.
kind of cool, though.
An Eddie
I
Money.
still like mine.
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure. Yeah. America's
Crackle
full of
There's
gold.
also an Eddie Munster.
He watches Comics Bear with us sometimes.
Ah, Mammon doesn't mean money, buddy. His name- it does not mean money.
God damn it.
Mammon means God's share. Is what that means.
That's neat.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, of course, with the King James, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and unto God what is God's. Right. That line.
Right.
That's a
Well,
really good
in
character name,
in the
Alex.
Hebrew, he's using the word mammon. Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a good character name. I like that as a character name. I mean, I'm not religious.
Well,
but
it's
the name
also-
and what it means is a really good name for a character.
It's also one of the sons of the devil, but
But I don't care about that.
No, I've been
I'm fine
suspicious
with
of
the
this
whole devil shit.
ethereal
What difference
dragon
is
for a while.
Well, I mean, we like.
I like
Satan.
Aethiel Dragon, so I don't want to offend him, but it means something different in Spanish.
Mammon,
Go on, I want to know.
what does mammon mean in
The way you
Spanish?
said it means it's offensive. I like it. Go on, offend him.
When you see it spelled, it just says mamon, and mamon in Spanish means like a dick sucker. It's like a
Oh,
calling somebody a baby goat.
makes sense.
I love it. I love
Makes
it.
sense. Yeah.
Hey man, if you can't take a
No
hit
offense
like that,
no
then you're
offense
not
to
cool.
Ethereal Dragon though. I like that guy.
It says
It's
Mammon.
not a dig on him or nothing. I like that guy.
No, we
Well-
all like everybody, but
That's-
sometimes it's fun.
Yeah,
to
same
say-
man.
That's interesting because for me, with the Spanish, or at least with the Mexican slang, because I know that best with being an American, I always thought mamon was basically like you little shit, you little douchebag, you fuckhead. I didn't realize it was that specific.
It technically means like a baby goat, because a baby goat sucks on the tit of the mom all day.
Yeah.
So, but if you call someone a mamon, it means that you're a dick sucker. Like, oh, this pinche mamon, like this fucking dick sucker, because he's like, it's like calling someone like straight up faggot.
Cocks in hell.
Right. Well, technically, in the Spanish,
And you're like a suck up too.
Right. Yeah, but in the Spanish,
You learn something new every day.
in the Spanish translation of it, it's usually used to mean a suckling or even unweaned, right? Is quite often used of that.
Right.
But also the Spanish use it to mean like, other than idiot and fool, they also use it to mean like cocky.
Which is cool. You have to be a cocky motherfucker.
Yeah, well.
He
if
also
you're-
says he's joking. He does joke about being part demon, so I suppose he kind of understands.
No, that's very true.
Yeah.
has been used in a positive way. If you say something like, "Oh, that's like mamon," it's like, "Oh, it's like that's like saying like, oh shit, that's like really dick sucking
so
good."
like
Like,
right there.
Yeah. But
the conversation you've had tonight has been very interesting.
Yeah.
I can say that.
But you know, I can see that mammon, the Hebrew spell with 2 M's, right?
No,
No,
it's one.
No, with
That's
the
how we
Hebrew,
pronounce
it would
it.
be we would
Oh,
spell
with
it
the-
with
the-
2
with
M's
the two,
if we're
yeah.
translating it. In the Vulgate use of it, you could see it as meaning wealthy, I suppose, but it is really we're referring to God's wealth, very specifically. God's
I like the
riches.
name. I'm gonna steal that fucking name just for a fucking character. It's fucking perfect
Yeah.
for a villain. That is such a good villain name. But the way that what it means
Mamon?
as well. It's a
Mammon.
good
The
villain
ghost
name
fucker?
for like
Mammon.
no, yes. But the idea of the god's wealth and all that's the thing that makes it a good villain. You know?
Right. Well,
In my head.
if
Maybe
you-
not what you're thinking, but how I'm thinking. I'm gonna remember this.
yeah,
This
but I
is
mean,
really good.
in the Aramaic, I guess it would be the most close to being wealthy, I
What,
suppose.
what would it be in Greek? Because a lot of my stuff's like Japanese Greek. What I'm doing is like a bit of a cross between, so that's interesting.
What, rabbit?
In Greek. No, mammon, like the idea of that thing, but in Greek.
The Greeks would use it as favor to the gods, or you know, request, you know, sacrifice, or something that they pay to the gods to get something. Yeah.
I like that as well. That's spot on. I love that shit. That's really good. That's some good storytelling right there, just for a character.
So-
That tells a story just for a villain alone.
So, therefore, Ethereal Dragon, if your family is telling you that it means profit, then it must have a more of an Aramaic root. But
Also,
that-
we've defined that you're a villain.
yeah, but that would be pronounced more Maimona or Maimone, maybe.
Monet? No, that just makes me think of Monet, though.
Well,
Yeah,
who knows?
the
It
Then
might
I have to
become-
start painting in blotches
Yeah.
at that point.
Anyway, enough philology.
Something moving on, yeah.
Well, no, I've been letting people vote, but I've given enough time, so let's end it here. So thank you very much, Alan, Rabbit, Amy, Melissa, and Eric for coming in, but you were slaughtered today by an Amaron. And claps for everyone.
Oh, that's nice.
Good.
Could
It's
have
because he finished it and I stopped it at the end. That's all.
That's-
I'll blame me on that.
Well,
No,
no,
it was good. It was very
it's
good.
a killer
It's
piece.
very
dude.
good. No, it's very good.
This is really good. dude.
I'm taking
Look at
a
it.
piss. You
If
know.
I had more time, I'd put like Space Battle in the background because that was always a thing.
That was
Yeah,
a
it
real
was,
thing.
yeah,
That's true.
100%,
It is
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Lots of
But,
rockets. Lots of freaking rockets going
I-
from one
Yeah.
direction.
I
Like,
still
at one
think the
point, then
microphone
everything
is
went out.
suspicious.
I mean, that's just in your
It's a
head.
whip-
You've
it's
lived
a
in
whip
Japan
handle.
too long.
It's a whip
Well,
handle.
maybe.
It could be the FBI.
I mean,
just doing
Armoron
it.
does do his. He does like his bondage women, I guess. No.
Yeah, skin tight clothing, all that. Yeah,
He likes his shenanigans.
tiny.
Well, he says that part of the family. Ethereal says that part of the family is from Poland. Well, the Polish, of course, do have a lot of the Persian influence. You know.
Interesting.
Mm.
Is that
And the thing is, everyone has a lot of everywhere. You know, everyone's from everywhere. I doubt any of you are from anywhere 100%. It's impossible.
Well, you guys shouldn't get me on the
Impossible.
etymology stuff. You know.
Yeah, but I find it really interesting. This is actually a really interesting conversation we've been having. The whole names.
Yeah,
and,
but
like,
my
that's where
brain
it's from.
shifts, though. You see, I'm here to let my hair down and relax, not work.
I know. I'm not trying to make you do it, but it was kind of cool when you said about
Oh,
what
you
my name
enjoy
was
it,
and stuff.
don't
You know,
you,
it's kind of
Ethan?
yeah, of course he does. Of course he does. That's what it is. He can perform a fucking 5-hour lecture now if he wants to.
I could, but it's my
Please don't,
superpower,
of course.
Eric.
Mhm.
We all have one. Mine's grunge. I can sing grunge. Chester can talk about boring stuff for hours.
Word meanings, yes, all across the
Yes,
world in
okay.
many, many languages.
Eric can talk about Nickelback for days.
I even
straight.
I should get extra points, Eric, because I not only could translate it into various languages, I actually even
And in
knew the
cuneiform.
Spanish slang for it. I get points for
is
that
weird.
shit.
That's good.
I
That is
was
good. That is
seriously
good. But
impressed,
what's the
honestly.
Japanese slang for it?
Okane?
Because Japanese don't really. They're weird with their words. Actually, I suppose they're not really slangy, are they?
No, they don't.
straight to the
It's
point
one
with
of
their
the
words.
most unslangy languages.
It's
I've
like
ever
when I
seen.
called my character Shinu when I did that because I was deaf.
Like one of the most dirty
Or
things.
Shinu Takanai.
One of the most dirty things you could say here in Japan is kuso. And it basically, at its strongest point, is either damn or a very, very soft shit.
How here it would be cunt.
Yeah, no, that's right. For the British and Australians and such. But
And probably everywhere else in the world, probably. I don't know.
the Japanese are just not that way. But
So
anyway,
can you say that in Japan? What would happen if you said that in Japan?
they wouldn't even know what you're talking about, dude.
Oh, really? That's kind of like it.
Yeah, they have no clue.
I like it.
They're just not a vulgar culture. They just don't have it.
No, they're not. That's what I like about Japan. I love Japan.
Like I said, there's a
I'd love to live in Japan. I would.
weird sense of innocence amongst the Japanese.
That's what's good about it. I like the way. I hate the way that all like because there's a big thing of the YouTubers going there in there and like ruining fucking Japan. There's a lot of people like Westerners going over there and like ruining temples, putting graffiti. There's all sorts of weird shit going on over there.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just
yeah,
I've seen
but those
online,
are
but it just seemed to be a bit weird.
but those are Koreans.
Are they Koreans? I thought it was like everybody.
No,
except
the
Japanese.
Koreans are
And I wouldn't
dicks.
put it past the English because some English people are fucking cunts.
No, the people that are defacing shrines and stuff are either Chinese or Korean, and they're doing it
All right,
politically.
so that makes sense. Okay, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, okay.
And
That makes more sense.
they need to get slapped like 3 or 4 times across the head. But they're just
I won't fuck with the Japanese police, man. I've seen what they do. I remember the Olympics. I remember the fucking riot police in Japan.
well,
Nope.
then if they decide to move, they move.
Maybe, yeah, I wouldn't fuck with them. That's true.
Anyway, let's go through here and take a look and see what people are doing. Keep in mind, next week I won't be here. I'm going to be eating yakitori and ramen.
Oh, God, do you win? What am I doing next week?
Yeah.
Band practice.
Yep.
Hmm.
I win, and I think maybe I'll go electronic shopping.
Maybe I'll release my album next week just to one up you.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. So let's start up top. Amron, the girls and I are kind of curious. How's it going?
Mhm.
And then
Going all
lunch.
Yeah, lunch. Yeah.
Same old, same old.
Same old.
Same old, same old. Yeah.
Vegemite ramen.
No, I haven't eaten anything because I don't have time to eat.
Yeah,
I
I haven't eaten
literally
today
don't
either.
have time to
I
eat.
mean, Amron,
To
can
do
you-
this, I can't have lunch doing this. So. Because it's like 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. 1
Yeah,
to 2
so
p.m.
yeah, it's about the
so-
same for me,
That's
right?
like that's like the fuck lunch off kind of thing. You eat
Yeah.
afterwards, right? I don't eat till
When
6
I'm hungry, I
o'clock,
eat when I'm hungry.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do want
In
to
Japan and Australia on the same time
Vegemite is
zone, retarded.
terrible, right?
A couple
Kind of,
hours
yeah.
different. A couple hours different.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 hour, I think. 1 hour. Depends on where in
me and
Australia
Amron
they
are
Maybe
have.
ahead.
closer to you guys.
Maybe ahead.
Yeah, you're ahead
1
1
hour.
hour. But how many time zones does Australia have? 2?
3 or 4 or 5. Like Perth, which is on the other side of the country, is like they're by like 4 or so hours.
Oh, I see.
Behind.
There you go.
That's,
It's like
I
America.
forget How big
It's like
these places
America.
are. It is
Yeah.
big, isn't it?
Well, you guys are the Greenwich Mean Time, so stop complaining.
Well, we live in England. We have a tiny country. We always have, but we did conquer the world once. So
It's true.
there is.
And then you had a queen who everyone
And now
praised,
you're getting
who gave
conquered.
it all away. Yeah, now
I
you're
don't
getting
really
conquered.
care about that. I don't really care, but at the same time, we did rule everybody.
Yeah, we have 3. We have 3 official time zones.
3.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because obviously we just have
WA,
one here.
which Western Australia, is 2 hours behind.
Most
like
European places are the same as well.
Queensland,
They only
New
have
South
one.
Wales,
So.
yeah. Eastern
Is it
side.
because you're an island, right? Is that why? I'm guessing because it's big, but it's surrounded by sea. So you just...
We're a continent, but we're the largest island in the world, but also a continent. So.
Mm.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, we they had I'm sure they still do it. Maybe you guys were involved, but they had like a student exchange program at my school, and I had a kid from Perth that was in my house for 1 semester of school.
Tell me he was a surfer.
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
He was.
He ruined all of Australia.
No, he wore denim.
Oh God, he's getting
Lots
worse.
of denim jacket.
Who wears denim?
Denim jeans at the same time.
No jeans. I mean, there's only one kind of jeans. You can't say denim jeans.
That's called
just
a
jeans.
Canadian tuxedo.
But a denim jacket. You don't wear jeans and a denim jacket.
No, you
That's
don't.
Just like,
That's a general rule.
just
But he
weird.
did. He did. His name was Jimmy, which I thought was, I don't know
Yes,
why,
why should he put
but in
Tommy
my
had a mullet?
but in
We're
my
getting
he didn't have a
perfection at this
helmet.
point.
He didn't have a mullet. But in my
Oh.
brain, Jimmy wasn't an appropriate Australian name.
No.
No, I suppose not. What were you expecting?
No.
What was I expecting?
Flaming galah? I don't know. What's the
Crocodile,
Australian thing?
kangaroo, koala.
Dundee. It's
Yeah.
Dundee. It's
Wombat.
That's not. That's
Wombat.
not a knife.
A
Yeah,
wombat.
we don't know that shit. Wombat. Yeah.
Wombat Hawkins.
The Tasmanian devil.
Yeah. And he didn't hardly have an accent at all. It's like Amaran, right? He doesn't really have much of an accent at all. You can tell he's
I don't
Australian.
think any of
But
us
there's
do.
hardly any
Yeah.
there. And he didn't have much one either.
Croatian
you do.
mother.
To be fair,
Croatian
most of
mother.
you, for me, Americans
Yeah,
don't have much of an
she has a
accent.
thick Croatian accent, even though she's
Oh,
been
yeah.
here for 50, 60 years.
My drummer in my other band's from where's he from? Scandinavia, not Scandinavia, the other one begins with an S. But anyway, he has a very thick. It's like a Polish style accent.
Sweden.
Can't remember it's from.
Sweden.
No, it's not Sweden. It's from not there. It's from like Polish area, not there.
Netherlands.
Anyway, no, I can't fucking remember what it's called. It doesn't matter anyway. But he has a really thick accent. It's hard to understand sometimes. But he's a fucking amazing drummer.
Well,
I love accents. I wish I had an accent because most people say you can probably tell I'm English, obviously being
Obviously,
American.
yes.
But if you heard an actual like your stereotypical English person, it wouldn't sound anything like me.
No, they
At all.
they use words like slag a lot. But
I could say slag if you want. No one uses that. That's like an old word.
yeah,
It annoys me they changed the name of their Dinobot. It used to be called Slag.
because
But then they changed it to Slug.
Slag
It's like,
and sludge.
what?
Yeah, no.
Slug.
Stupid.
No, they changed it to Slug.
Yeah.
because
Oh,
of the-
really?
yeah,
I never
yeah,
knew
they
that.
changed it
They didn't
because of
change it over
that
here.
connotation of it being.
Oh, that's so smart. So
derogatory.
because slag is obviously a fucking whore. Basically, that's
it's
what slag
a
means.
sluttish woman. Yes,
It's an English term
I think
for
it's still
whore.
slag in America.
Sluts,
No, we
slag,
don't use
whatever.
it.
It's all
Yeah.
the same thing.
But I understand your mom though, because I've been here a long time. I can speak Japanese no problem, but there's only a few
Okay.
words that I actually say I sound perfectly Japanese. Very few.
Yeah, I can
most-
imagine. Yeah, I
yeah.
can imagine.
I
What's one
will
of them?
always have an accent. What was
I was
that? Amy?
told I had really good French accent.
What's one of them of the
Konnichiwa.
words that you speak?
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
It's easy to say. Yeah, accents
That's a
are
good
easy if
one.
you.
Desho.
It's all about the phonetics, though. When it comes to things like that. It's like when I did my thing with French, I did champignon. You know, for the basically mushrooms.
Right.
If you know what any French, and I was like, that's the best French I've ever heard from an English person. I was like, well, I'm just drunk and I'm talking about mushrooms. I don't know. You're French, and I said something. It
There you
was
go.
weird.
Tried
Because
French, but
anything
then I
you
gave
remember
up.
from school, right? Yeah, well, I did German at school, and we learned how to kill people in elevators and with machine guns.
There you go. That's perfect.
That's what we learned. It was great.
Yeah. But
and we passed somehow.
But Amy, I didn't really. I never opened a book for Japanese. I just learned it by ear.
wow.
Living
And that's
here.
the best way.
And
That's the best way.
therefore I speak with a local slang and local not just dialect, but also slang words and vocabulary.
I did have to ask.
And it's the funniest
Sorry.
thing because I tend to use yaro instead of desho or desna or desne, depending where you are in Japan. I say
Destiny, yeah, I
yaro.
know that, yeah.
And I also tend to say yoraki instead of mendokusai. And the Japanese think it's absolutely hilarious that a foreigner.
Oh yeah, that's because what you're saying
Such
is
deep-
where you're at is
deep
very
country.
different from mainland, right? That I can even I can tell that. So do you ever say mushy mushy when you answer the phone? You know,
Well, no, they usually
mushy?
hear they say mush mush, mush mush,
mush mush,
mush
yeah,
mush, mush mush,
yeah.
mush mush. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean. I'm glad that it's a thing because I always like that.
Mush
It's like
babies.
my favorite thing to answer a phone. I always wanted mush mush.
So is it a
Hi.
more rural sounding accent?
Oh, yeah.
Or,
Very countryside.
Everything you just did then, I can hear the Tokyo and him. It's very different. Because I don't know Japanese very well. I know enough to tell the difference, though.
It
Yeah,
sounds
no,
like
sure.
such a beautiful.
No, it's a horribly ugly language. It's not pretty at all. Yeah.
I love Japanese. It's one of my favorite
but-
languages. That's
and
why
that's
I
fine.
know
That's
some
fine.
of it.
You can enjoy it, but that doesn't mean it's a pretty.
Better than
language.
English.
It's very guttural. It's very closed mouth.
It's still better than English.
It's very, very
Dude,
monotone.
one of my favorite bands is Japanese. Like the way they sing, some of the Japanese singers you have,
Yeah,
especially female
singing
singers,
is not the
so
same as
good.
speaking.
But singing in Japanese, man, the way that they do the syllables and the way they do the words, it's so good, so nice.
One of the problems the Japanese have, and it's a trouble for me being an ESL teacher, right? Is when you have this bone in your throat. It's called the Heidel bone, named after Professor Heidel, and this is the bone that gives humans the ability to speak, which makes us different from other animals, right? But when you're a baby, as with all the other bones in your body, they are flexible and pliable. And when you're a child, you're learning your mother tongue, right? Your mother's language. And as you get older and your bones begin to stiffen and harden, the Heidel bone is doing the same thing. So the Japanese people's Heidel bone is very restrictive because Japanese, like I said, is very monotone. They do not have flexibility in their language whatsoever. It's a cold weather language, right?
I get that. Yeah, that
whereas
makes sense.
even though English is associated with white people, it's technically coming out of Egypt. English, right? In its earliest origin. So it's a hot weather language that cold weather people speak. And therefore, although English isn't the most versatile language, it's pretty high on the list. Therefore, our Heidel bone is capable of making an extremely wide range of sounds, where the Japanese are one of the most restrictive on Earth.
Well, that would make sense how they pronounce certain words. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And therefore, as a teacher, I'm not only dealing with grammatic issues and pronunciation, intonation, and enunciation. I'm also having to deal with from my point of view, a broken Heidel bone. So
a literal
which affects pronunciation of words and letters, specifically like certain letters. Yeah,
right. There are certain people who, especially people who are probably more quiet, they don't speak a lot. There are certain English sounds that they will never be able to make. Right?
And you hear that all the time in things, definitely.
Like a lot of people misunderstand and think R and L are the hardest sounds for them to make. That is not true. The hardest sound for them to make is the I sound, the short I sound.
And C. I found them say C, like
C is difficult. W is difficult for them. S and T are difficult. R and L
W
as well.
is difficult for me sometimes.
They can't get W.
W is difficult for you.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but
my W's can be sometimes weird.
But in Japanese, they have wa. Watashi wa. I, right? Watashi wa.
Because for me, I know C is something I never hear. You never hear them say like ch, like SCH together or something like that. But C is like almost like a ch.
There are many.
Isn't every letter a syllable? Nearly every few letters.
Their vowels are a, I, U, E, O. Is their vowel. But the problem is there are many sounds that English makes that they don't have in their language at all.
Yeah.
And then they have the very restrictive, non-flexible Heidel bone. It creates a serious problem.
But this is why you can learn Japanese as an English person.
Easily.
But
it's
then,
easy.
It is. It's not because I've learned quite a lot of it, but reading it, that's the hard part, obviously, because Japanese writing is stupid. Because they have like 3 alphabets and it's annoying.
No,
but,
no, it's very easy. The hardest language I've ever had to learn to speak is Chinese.
Is it Katagana? Which is the... Oh, they have so many dialects though in China though. There's so many. There's Cantonese. There's so many different fucking dialects in China.
It just
Japanese is more like one.
Mandarin has 7 in tonal tones, and Cantonese has 9, and everything is false between those two. It's not that bad, but
most people know Cantonese. That's the one you know the most anyway.
Well,
right? That's the one you hear the most anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's what we hear the most, yeah.
I honestly, my Cantonese is horrible. I'm much better.
You hear Mandarin a few. Yeah, Mandarin you do hear as well. Mandarin and Cantonese. You don't hear the other ones that often, though.
Yeah, but I actually studied Mandarin, though. I mean, literally opened a book. I
did that with Japanese.
Yeah. The hardest language to read for me is the Sumerian. That was the hardest.
I mean, to be fair, that's not a language that exists anymore, so I get why. To be fair,
well,
I looked into Sumerian myself because I was very interested in Sumerian because it's very interesting.
The Babylonian would be the kind of end line of cuneiform, right?
It's like learning Latin, though. I mean, Latin's a dead language
easy,
as well.
Though.
So
Latin's super.
Yeah, but it's still a dead language.
Yeah,
it's like Spanish and stuff. That's an easy language to learn, I suppose.
But the Babylonian is much closer to modern way of the Latin languages of how they make a grammatic structure, whereas Sumerian, your meaning changes depending on where the word is in relationship to another word in the sentence.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. It's stupid.
But then Japanese is like that because they do things backwards with the way they phrase things.
Yeah,
as well,
but no, it's like French. It's a lot like the
I know French
Roman
is
language.
easy. I learned French. French is fucking easy to learn. German's easy to learn. I've learned them both. They're easy.
It's the same grammatic pattern as French. It's the same.
But it's probably not hard.
Sumerian
Maybe it's easy
brutal.
to learn then.
Yeah.
I'll avoid it then, like the plague.
Yeah, well,
I'll keep learning Japanese until I can speak it fluently, and then we can speak Japanese on the stream, and everyone else can go, "What are they on about?"
That's true.
That'd be nice. I'd like that.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Anyway, I need to move on. We're still talking to Amaran,
yeah, we were
and he's not even talking
hours,
back. Amy, hi.
Everyone else is allowed to talk. It's fine.
Hello, girls. I've only got like 7 minutes, so hurry up, say something.
7 minutes for what? To midnight?
I gotta go.
Iron Maiden song.
He has to get to work. It's like at the beginning of his day. So, yeah, we don't want to keep you going. Hopefully you get some coffee at least, and that got you started.
I did.
I just want to say hi to everyone. Thanks for coming to see us. Great seeing you, Rosa. Glad to know you're feeling better. Dragon,
that is true.
Great to see everybody. Yeah, I mean, you know, I miss your time, so when you start to feel better, you know, go along too. But yeah, I'm looking at
See you next week. But we will.
We'll be on mic share next week.
That'll be good.
So, see, we got like what 5 minutes left. Okay, guys.
Wow,
Hey,
I
go.
just entered the outer limits.
The fifth dimension, yeah.
Thank you very much, girls. Eric, who doesn't give one superpowers credit.
What? Oh, hey, we're off next week. We're coming back with Alien Romulus, and let's congratulate Chester. He finally hit 1,000 subscribers.
I did.
No, he didn't. I don't believe it. Don't believe it. It's not true. Didn't happen.
Yeah,
Didn't happen.
yeah.
Don't make me do it because I can get you
I've
more.
subscribed.
And our Deadpool
Yeah, Auburn did it. It's Auburn's fault.
Had the most viewers than we've had in like 2 years.
Wait, so that means you can almost get... that's good. That means it might get pushed out a bit further. That's actually good. That's really good. And then we're off next week, so that's great. It's a good way to push
I'm
it
glad
out.
someone noticed. F.J. Dragon says Chester's a hick. Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I mean, Japanese hick.
A Japanese hick, yeah. No, I literally live in a small Japanese fishing village. Literally.
Yeah, I'd love that. I think that's fucking perfect. The only difference would be if I'd live in that, except it'd have to be a Japanese surfing village. I'm not quite sure they exist, but...
No.
They do. They must
Surfing
do.
sucks around here, I'd say.
There is where you are, yes, but
And the water is
there.
warm. You don't want it. It's not. It's like you're.
I like warm water.
No,
It means I don't have to wear a fucking wetsuit.
No, yeah, I get
Do you
your
know how
point,
annoying
but
a
it's like
wetsuit is to put on?
it's like someone
Yeah.
pissed in the pool. Okay, it's no.
It doesn't sound bad to me. Well, that sounds bad to me, but the warm water, you don't have to wear a wetsuit, man. Just wear shorts. It'd be great.
Warm water is unnatural.
We'll swim out a bit further past that, and it'd be fucking cold. I guarantee it. Not far out,
Probably.
it'd be cold.
That's true. Yeah. Cool. Well, very much. Thank you, Eric, and we'll come back to
share my
Alien
screen.
Romulus.
Please share my screen.
I'm
share
getting
my
to
screen.
I am sharing it right now. Masterless.
Sign up for Jason Gonzalez's comic.
Dude,
Masterless.
that is
Because it looks
really
fucking
good
awesome.
looking, dude. Look at
it.
it.
I'm telling you, man, it looks really good. And if none of you have heard about it, then now you have. It looks really good. He's sharing on Twitter. I'm doing a cover for it soon, so. But that's not why I'm sharing it. I think it looks like manga fuck. It looks so good. You know, it looks really good.
It looks really good. And I don't know why he doesn't come on the show or promote it.
I'll get him to.
But it's fall. It's coming up in fall. So
yeah, that's why. Because I'm doing a cover soon, like in the next few months, basically. So I'll do that while he's doing that, I suppose. He'll probably ask some other people, and he's got to make a following right first before he releases it. That's a good way of doing it.
That's true.
But it looks really good. It makes me think of like proper manga.
That's true.
You know? It's like manga meets like I don't know. I love the crocodile at the top. I don't know why I see that every time. Yeah. So there you go. None of you have some of you seen this? I'm assuming you have. Maybe no.
No, it looks good.
Well, it's all, I retweeted it on my Twitter. So if you go on my Twitter, you can go and have a look, and then you can retweet it around if you want.
Well, there you go.
Go
Thank
do
you
that
very
shit.
much. That's awesome. All right, let's see here. Alan, put some little bit of space behind your dude. That's nice.
And a lot of color and shading. Fast.
Alan.
That's what she said. But I just needed a few more minutes.
I wish we could.
You can still grab some copies of the Ace Volume 3. It's fully funded, and Edwin still has some copies that he ordered extra, so they're on demand. I don't know for how long. And then the Zayd Boys have Psycho Slumber coming up, so you can check that out. And I did the logo for that. And then I'm still working on my little piggies every day.
Sweet.
I love your shit. Your shit's the best stuff because it's fucking horrendous. It's great. That's the best thing about it. It's fucking stupid in a good way. Like that's the thing. We need more shit like that. Like you know, you and fucking Doug. You know, that kind of shit is the good shit. We don't have enough of that stuff anymore. Things that offend people in a good way. Because your stuff is great.
I'm not trying, but you know what I mean.
No, you're not doing it, but it's just you. You're putting you into your comic, you know. It's like when I've joined a metal
just being
band
honest. That's what I'm trying to say.
And my recent lyrics are all about woke bullshit. So yeah, we all express ourselves in a different way.
It's true. All right. Well, thank you very much, Alan. Thank you to everybody, and you know, it's fun. And I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. We're doing Aliens, which is always good. You know,
didn't you miss Herman P. Hunter?
No, I'm going to end with him. Yep, 2 weeks. And other than that, Jeff, take us out of here.
I placed in the general a link to Blaine Pardoe, who's a former Battletech author, and Mike Barron talking about writing, but my book was also mentioned. So
sweet.
That's cool.
You can go take a look at that.
Awesome.
And that's it. Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye, Jeff.
Perfect. Later, everybody.
Later.